Unmute everything. And we are live now. Hello and welcome back to the Rat Project's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm probably going to need to pause that.
Pause what?
Yeah. I can turn that down here. I forgot about that. Right. I wanted that for, yeah.
Is there any looping?
No, that's the other computer. It's fine. That's the beauty of having two PCs.
Looping. Looping.
So,
Looping.
hello and welcome back. We are playing The Tomb of Annihilation. Sorry, everyone. Well, no, everyone's fine. I'm a little bit disheveled as I am flustered and I don't know what I'm doing.
Isn't that all of us?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just got off of a 10-hour flight.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
At 7 this morning and haven't slept since.
Yeah. So. Yes.
What?
I am Johnny. also known as Bishop AU. I am the Dungeon Master for this here little stream. As always, joined by Scott, Tim, Lockie, and back after 4 weeks away is Jordan. Still alive. Yeah.
Can we make a rap project gang song?
No.
Do it. Make it up right now.
Yeah, go on.
One attempt. Go.
Go on.
I'm probably going to shoot someone.
Mulling it over.
What's going on with my hair? My hair's a
You
mess.
fucked up. You've lost your attempt now.
Yeah, I'll come up with a later though.
You took too
Your
long.
name's spelled wrong.
Is it?
Yeah.
I do it every time. Don't worry, I'll fix it eventually.
There's no you in it.
So,
No love wishes you were in him.
I am not 100% sure where the book is that's right in front of me. But,
I think it's right in front of
yeah, we'll get to that. So, Jordan, with you not watching last week, you're coming back to a bit of a state of
you. Because of
emergency.
this fucking idiot.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So last week, the party made not a great deal of progress. I can't actually remember exactly what you guys did last week. I know where you ended up, but I can't remember
We found
exactly
we
what.
Yeah,
We
we
found
did a fair
Yucca.
bit.
That's right. You found the skull. Yeah.
We actually solved a puzzle
Yeah, we finished
You
that.
solved a
We
puzzle?
finished
That's
that
right,
up
yes.
again.
So
after
you-
fucking it up once.
Without using the immovable
Because
rod
they-
to cheese it?
Because there was Kubazan.
Did we use the immovable rod to cheese it?
Yeah.
We
So,
tried to. Don't worry. We tried.
yeah. So you guys did complete. The puzzle.
Can you polymorph inanimate object?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Animate them and then polymorph them, maybe.
Moved on. Found a enchanted skull or an inhabited skull, something along
Yucca's
the
gonna
lines.
save us.
Yucca, who is an obnoxious little floating golden skull, who is
that's
currently
sick.
following,
No,
I think,
it's
you
not.
around.
Me. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, there's like a floating skull. I'm like, Zenith, you won't go touch it. And you're like, okay.
Yeah,
it's pretty in
that's right.
character.
Yeah. But it's like, sounds like something to do.
And yeah, that's about it. So just quickly too, for the few people who watch this channel for stuff other than this D&D,
Do it.
there has been very little streams from me over the past week because I have been flat out with work and other stuff, and I'm still trying to set up a lot of stuff for the new campaign, which will be starting in a few weeks, months, something like that.
Yeah, Jordan, this campaign will be done by the time you get back.
Well, yeah, but remember,
That's kind of our fault.
1 week
Yeah.
you guys did nothing but fuck around. The next week we didn't stream.
Yeah.
So it's actually only been about two sessions.
But we probably still won't
Since he
finish it
left.
in another two.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah,
Speed
no,
run.
it's fine.
Yeah, just die.
Yeah, it's a total party kill.
So,
Well, at the moment, not by two of us did.
yeah, so that's about everything, I think. I hope. And once again, just a bit of a disclaimer, this is a new setup, and there is a possibility something will break catastrophically and the stream will go down. Hopefully it won't, but that's the other reason why the VODs haven't gone up on YouTube, is because
So fucking
the last one broke really badly. Nice. Okay, so
Okay.
last week the party made their way into a small crawl space, lifting up a metal. What is happening? I'm here in a white t-shirt, and you guys are all in black hoodies and
So you
jumpers
mean-
and good grief.
Like Team Skull.
Good grief.
We could be Team Skull.
So yeah,
Scott knows the name I'm talking about.
I could, yeah.
Oh, God.
Fantastic. So, you lifted up a small metal plate and made your way into a crawl space. Ogre Mike leading the charge, you found a small hole at the end and dropped down into a small cylindrical room.
I didn't know which way the cylindrical part was.
I assume... Oh, right.
To be fair, when
So, I actually
it
had
was being explained, I thought it was that way. as
So
well.
that's why I jumped in. I'm like, oh, it's only going to be centrifugal.
So I
force,
actually
not
made
gravity.
a thing because
I was wrong.
I thought... No. I actually made a thing because I
Narrator,
thought...
it was not great.
I thought I would explain it a little bit better with a visual aid. Scott, pass me a cup.
I've got AIDS.
So,
Not surprised.
basically, I've thrown everything away.
There's a roll of tape over there.
Yeah, Scott, grab the roll tape.
No, I don't want the tape. Pass me your rag off that screen.
Scott, look at the screen.
So, basically, the room that you are in is like this. So you came in through the top.
No.
There's a door on this end, and it is currently rotating with Ogamuk hanging from the immovable rod inside, jutting rocks, bludgeoning him every time it
You should
spins.
move the rod.
Well, he's now suspended away from the sides, but basically they spent a couple of turns rolling inside, taking quite substantial damage.
He's still
Now-
fucking knocked out.
Dexter, who has dispelled the trapdoor, is in a crawl space above this cylindrical room. He has polymorphed Garth in an attempt to turn him into a hummingbird so he could fly out.
Well, you
Now,
succeeded in that.
This succeeded so there's two doors, one in the crawl space, one in this room, and as it rotates, there's only a split second every 6 seconds that the doors line up. So he cast polymorph, turning Garth into a hummingbird. Garth then...
The toxic spray.
Yes, that's right. Toxic spray emitted from devil's heads in the walls, knocking him unconscious.
Is he still?
He is still a hummingbird.
It was just a sleeping gas or whatever.
So-
it's constant.
okay.
Ogamuk has now caught him, hanging one hand from the immovable rod, one hand with a hummingbird Garth,
Fucking get ready for
and
this.
that is where we left off last week.
Right,
So-
where are we at the moment?
So you and Elnatak are back in the crawl space. Another thing that happened, after Daxter cast Polymorph, his figure began to grow. And he grew to a point where he was taking up the entire crawl space and forced Elnatak back out of the way out of fear of being crushed. So at the moment, Daxter is in the end of the crawl space looking down into the room. There is no way to get past him. You are basically at the end of the crawl space with this floating skull yucca. What do you think they're doing in there?
Oh God.
We are in initiative though, and I believe we left off on Ogamuk's turn.
Yeah, we sure did.
So while I find my notes, which are all over there, I'll go grab that. Yeah, if you can reach them, that would be even better.
What happens if you don't have enough
Give me
space?
this remote.
No,
Enough
no,
for
it's
it?
just trash.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have enough space. I probably should tell Daxter to go
Thank you.
backwards first.
We can't. Dumbass stuck.
He can't.
He's not.
He's
Yeah,
not
he
stuck.
doesn't appear to be stuck. He's just his head from your angle. Daxton's head is just about twice the size it would normally be.
He's still twice as dumb.
So ignore these new table designs I was doing. We are on a page here somewhere. I'll find this. Ogamuk, the door. You can see the door on your side is rotating around and is about to crash. You can see a crack of black looking through into the crawl space as it's about to open. What would you like to do?
Shake the hummingbird awake.
That's a terrible idea. That's what his plan is.
Terrible idea.
So just one more thing, the audio, just before we continue. The audio, I've adjusted all the levels. If it is too loud, too quiet, peaking, whatever, please do let me know in chat or in comments or wherever you're watching this so
Or
that
if
I
it's
can adjust
really
it.
good.
Yeah, or if it's really good, let me know as well, because then I can adjust it at the break or for next time.
I really want to know what the other three traps are that we haven't even encountered yet.
Fire, water,
Acid.
and instant death.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my favourite.
I was about to say this ain't fucking Avatar except fire, water.
I also need to make a stand for my iPad because...
Just do it. Fuck it.
No, I reckon I should do it next turn after Daxter backs up.
Yeah, and I might have a chance to come out of unconsciousness.
No, that's metagaming. You're unconscious. You can't talk.
I woke up before though when I was Garth.
Yeah, I tell Daxter to move back so I can throw
Yep.
up the bird. And if I throw him too hard and he splats against the wall, he'll at least turn back and do it himself.
And fall back through the hole again.
Yeah.
My dad's
You wouldn't fall
Fall
back,
back through the hole. His top half's up here, and bottom half's down in the circle.
Yeah, so
My
I
head
mean,
went that way, my legs went that way.
so I'd say, like, yeah, you shout to him, move back. And like Daxter can see you've got this like bird in your hand now. And yeah, you can see he like starts sort of shuffling back in the crawl space.
Oh, imagine if you failed your guess decent chick and we both just.
That's how I'm throwing in.
Don't.
Okay, that's how I'm throwing in now. Here we go. Here's the roll.
Wait,
What?
so Dax is already moving.
Well, because it's not his turn, you can see him like starting to move. He's sort of acknowledging it.
Should I wait a turn or should I not?
No, just throw it at Daxter.
What if the gas hits you or something worse?
Yeah, okay, I'm throwing now.
Okay, so I want just a straight dexterity throw.
+1.
Come on, you wouldn't roll a 1.
Also, I'm going to make you all dice trays in the next
Oh,
week.
I
or
thought you
so.
said die straight away, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
so did I.
Let's go.
That's why I plugged that dice company.
What's the best like
Yeah.
die that shows up on stream?
I think my like red ones.
Maybe
are
those.
Just a red
I
one.
was instinctively about to say a 20.
Yeah, those dice are fucking garbage. Don't roll those ones, Scott. 100.
Ooh.
Hold on. That's an 8.
8.
Okay, so
That's worse.
What was that?
12. 13.
It's better than that shit.
I'll have my dice back, please.
It's cursed. Fuck it
You're
off.
dead.
That
You're
doesn't
dead.
count because it didn't stay in the
You're
tray.
dead.
It
He's
didn't.
got a point.
So if it's not on the table, it doesn't count.
Oh, fuck, it's gone.
It's
So-
not on the table.
Yeah, look at that.
You set back.
Can't hit a fucking boat,
You wait. You can see Daxter's eyes sort of narrow as he like focuses, ready to catch it. What'd you roll? An 8. Okay, so you hang back and you wait until you think you've got the perfect moment and you throw it. But you just seem to mistime it ever so slightly, and you can see the gap closing, and it just not quite makes it. You can make a dex to try and catch him again.
How much damage do I take from being thrown against the wall?
I
if he
think
fails.
being more of a a careful throw.
Oh, another 12. 13.
Okay, yeah, sure. You like
Round 2.
you reach out, you manage to catch him.
I'm not a fucking yo-yo.
So
I'll shot put you this time.
what I'll say is you could throw him
I'll just tie him,
again.
like to a string and I'll just fucking.
So he's got 2 attacks, I guess. But around 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'd have to wait for it to come back around.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's an
But
action.
I think
Let's throw it again.
you
This
sort of get the
wasn't right.
feeling that you could probably risk
one
like a more risky throw, like throw him a bit harder, and like you'd get the timing a bit better,
Yeah.
but you also risk him hitting a wall. Which I'd say that throw was probably a bit more of a like gentle, trying to get the time right without hurting him kind of thing.
Why didn't Daxter make me an armadillo or something?
What the fuck was that gonna do?
So
So
when I get thrown, it won't hurt as much.
You were meant
that's
to be
him.
flying,
You
not
are
knocked out.
doing your thing.
A winged armadillo.
You can make a
That's
Make-
perfect, right?
make a save for me.
That sounds like a sick animal. Fuck it, I'm just gonna fly it, motherfuckers.
Constitution save, please.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
5.
Now we stopped on your turn, so the room had already acted.
No, I've got a bird. I've got.
Daxter is going to sort of move back to a point
Yeah.
where he can sort of just see in. So this doorway, which is probably 2 foot by 2 foot, he's going to move back far enough that most of it's open, but he can still see what's happening. And you can see his hand is sort of there, ready to help if need be. With that,
How quick can Mage Hand move?
about the same as a person.
Don't you have to be able to see it?
Yeah, but what if
30 feet.
the Mage Hand, he sits it, waits for the thing to move, moves the hand down, Scott puts me in, then moves the hand up.
Nah, I don't think it's that fast.
30 feet of movement. So that'd take 5 down, 5 up, 10 foot. That'd be 2 seconds.
But no point.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have a... It'd be pretty quick. It's just how quick Scott can put me on the hand.
So
So
can you do that again?
It's the old.
That accurate representation.
The hand will literally go, and then on the part, I'll be there, and then on the part, I'll be up here.
D&D Beyond, why you like this?
I have a much better idea.
Lehman's tiny hut.
I don't know if it has a bottom to it, but if it does,
Stick it sideways.
And block the object from coming in.
Oh.
Put it directly
So
in
like,
the hole.
so like you say this is the hole, and the dome goes like that, and there's no bottom to it. I'll go.
exactly perfect.
So-
I need to stand on the wall in order to cast it.
You can see
Foolproof.
basically Dexter sort of moves back. He doesn't do anything, but you can see he's sort of got his hands like seeing you attempt to throw him. He's sort
Baseball
of
mitt.
yeah, he's sort of got his hands almost like a baseball mitt and like looking down, like ready. It looks like he's going to try and help you
Batter
catch him.
up.
If I cast levitate and rotate myself, do you think I could stand on the wall in order to actually cast?
I've got nothing to do.
Okay, yep, you're just hanging out, holding in case you can help.
Genius.
I don't know how deep it is though.
Zenith, do you want to do anything?
Bardic inspiration. You can do that to me.
I don't think I can. I
Gotta be able to
don't-
see him.
Yeah, I don't think I can see you. Wait, do you need to see or do you just need to hear?
That's actually interesting.
Let's check.
You were meant to get +2 to that con roll. You were meant to get +2 to
No,
that
because
con.
I'm in the form of hindbird, so I get it stats.
Down by your side,
I
there's
roll.
a big sketch pad. Can I have that?
There sure is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I went from +4 to +1.
Thank you.
One creature
I'm on
other than
3
yourself
anyway,
within
so-
60 feet who can
So you were
hear
meant to
you.
get...
Who can hear you?
Because it's like a
So
DC
is he within
15.
60
You get
feet? I'd
7
assume
still.
so, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on you then.
Okay.
It's
Roll
D8.
3. Oh,
Yeah.
I've only made 4.
I'm gonna go for another throw attempt.
One on the bird.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's -1. It's a hummingbird. How
Oh,
much constitution does a hummingbird have?
that's a good point.
so you want to try and like throw him a bit harder, a bit quicker, try and get the timing right. Okay. So make a roll, but do it with your strength.
7 plus 3. I'll add Bardic inspiration to that.
Can you add +2?
No, he's not within 5 feet.
It's not a
14.
save.
Or whatever it is.
What?
That sounds like a what?
Tim's fuck.
14.
Shit roll on Bardic.
Tim's fuck.
14
So-
sounds pretty good.
I just kind of beans that, but that's fine.
14 sounds good enough to get in and then hit your head on the roof and take some damage.
I don't know what I'm drawing here.
Yeah,
This is
that's what
fine.
you're drawing either. Is it cylindrical
I'll draw.
or cone-ish?
It's cone-ish. It tapers up to the open end.
I'll do on the spot art for an echo campaign.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I actually, no, I really could.
So I've
On his pad.
actually seen a stream where
I like how
basically
there's a
they
map cam
play
and you put it
D&D
up
and there's an artist sitting there like drawing stuff as it happens. It's
I'm just
really fun
not
to
as-
watch actually.
I'm probably not as good at drawing.
That's
as I
more
am.
of a reference just for you guys in case you weren't 100% sure.
Oh, just for the stream as well.
Oh, it's like a giant megaphone.
So, what'd you roll? 14. So, you
Have a really
wait
good
for it to
idea.
come back around, and this time being a bit more
Message me.
bit more of a full throw rather than a gentle toss. You wait for it to
Arm
open
flicks
and
around
pelt him.
and then throws
He-
it as he falls.
He flies up, narrowly missing the closing compartment door, hits the wall on the backside as well, actually.
Oh, yeah, you have to do a catch check.
Yeah. You see Daxter go for it and just slightly miss it as this hummingbird flies past and slams into the roof behind Daxter's head. Tim,
Oh, how much damage am I going to take and how much hit points is it? Hummingbird?
so you take 3 points of damage,
Oh,
Oh, that's okay.
which is enough to kill the bird,
oh shit.
which means
You're back to yourself.
this hummingbird splats into the wall, and Daxter and you would hear this as it slams in, and suddenly this you are in this like space right in front of Daxter's head. Basically, you're in like a 2 foot by 2 foot cube, like jammed in, conscious and awake, but just incredibly uncomfortable
Just don't
as
fall back down the
Daxter's
hole.
sitting there going, ah!
Now the problem is, you can't throw yourself out of the room.
No, what if you're just stuck there and then the hole opens up and you falls back down?
So it is your turn on that. So you can see you are sort of like over the hole. You can see the stone sliding underneath you, basically.
But I'm not on the sliding bar.
No, I'd say you're probably like, there's enough there that you can sort of support yourself without.
Cool.
I backed out
Touching
of the tunnel.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
you
move.
you like get back out. I'm assuming last time you
Yeah.
probably did that. Yeah, back
to
out
make
with
a little
Xanath.
bit more room.
Yeah,
I'm gonna abuse Daxter.
yeah.
Just tell him to get the fuck out of the tunnel. Or be helpful. One of the two.
He's doing
So,
both.
what are you doing?
Nah, do one right now.
I don't think I can do anything at the moment. Because Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Either
Hmm.
levitate
So I
the
can't get
fucking
Scott from here.
half orc or get out of there, Daxter.
I can't really shoot. It'd probably be impossible to shoot an arrow where I am.
Yeah, in the space you're in, there's no way you're getting your
I
bow
got hit by a rope.
towards
I'll
fire.
try and
Goes away after a long rest. You fine? Pretty sure.
What?
The wraith hit point deduction.
I don't think it does until you have it removed. Or at least perhaps a long rest. I can.
It'll be
Yeah,
handy.
I think it's a long rest. That goes
Sorry?
away.
You know, it'd be handy. Well,
I'll-
a secondary removal rod.
Yeah, but then the thing goes so quick.
Yeah, but then I could just and then click it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, but it can still
so,
move.
do you just want to? Do you want to hold an
movable.
action then, or?
No, it moves 10 feet.
Yeah.
Only if the room
Oh.
succeeds on a DC 30 strength check.
It's a fucking room.
Okay,
For
so
my attack,
If the
I'll
fan-
use
Did the fan
Cure
blade
Wounds
didn't
at second
succeed?
level,
on
on myself,
yourself. Yep.
just in case.
What are you doing?
Fuck's sake. Just healing myself in here.
Heal me.
What's wrong with you?
About 5 hit points.
Oh no.
And I'll hold my action, and if somehow Scott can make a reasonable attempt at getting through, I'll do what I can to help him up. Pull him through if he turns into a hummingbird and throws himself.
I can't wait till you lose an
Okay.
arm.
Yep. So you do that. Daxter is going to move back to give you more space. So basically, he's going to move basically all the way back out of the tunnel, and sort of like in case you want to get out. But he's just going to like hang around in the tunnel waiting to sort of get back in to see if he can help Scott, I guess, or Ogamok, I should say.
Has he got any more polymorph uses?
You don't know.
What if I turn into an octopus?
Do
Use a tentacle.
you have
Yeah, grab Scott.
polymorph?
I don't.
Also, what the
Okay.
fuck's that gonna do?
So, an attack.
What if one gets
you wanna
chopped
do
off?
anything?
I've got another.
You asked Daxter if he can use
Seven
polymorph
tentacles.
again.
That took you a long while.
He was like, how many does it have? Octopus. Oct means 8.
He says it's a pretty demanding spell. Let me just consult my ledger here to see if I can do it a couple of
If I
times.
just try and make my way over there.
What if you
But
just
it's
wait?
like smooth,
Just-
just like locked.
Just wait.
What if you... This is going to be hard as fuck. Unclick the rod, use the dex to run.
Nope.
Like I did that.
Nope.
Throw the rod to me and I'll click the
Or-
rod in.
Or you could wait.
He's like,
Levitate.
no, it's
Levitate me.
it's too
Levitate
demanding. I can't
Does
do
it
it.
not touch?
No, levitate's not.
I can't do it more
Why?
than once a
Levitate's
day.
not.
Fuck yeah.
Daxter's out of polymorph. That's my turn, that's all I can do.
That,
Yeah,
oh,
you just like shout down the tunnel. Dax is out of polymorph.
Yeah.
Let me just double check to make sure I'm not wrong.
I need to get out though if you're going to come through.
So you're in Xanath. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna ask Daxter. Hey Daxter, can you levitate the orc? If not, can I like get in there and levitate the orc?
Actually, I fucking forgot about this. So, well, actually, we sort of talked about this last week, and then I went and did the exact same thing again. Basically, yeah, never mind. Actually, I won't tell you. It's fine. Sorry.
That was a journey.
So no. So one thing, just while I'm having a look at this, one thing for next, he says no. I can't. I don't have it ready.
Alright, you mind making some room for me to get through then?
Yeah, he's like, Gus in there. You'll probably have to wait for him to get out. And Dexter, mind you, is standing at like 8 foot tall at the moment. He's even taller than you.
Impressive. That doesn't happen often.
So,
Conversating.
That's you then. So are you just gonna hold until? So you could say like you want to hold until Garth comes out, and then
Yeah.
you could move in.
Yeah, so I'll do
Well,
that
I mean,
then.
yeah, you'll be after him anyway. So that's cool. Okay,
What
you're
does Garth
hanging
think
from
about?
the
Isn't
thing.
it 2 people wide?
Yeah, sorry. Now that I was thinking because Dexter's
so I
huge.
can-
So yeah,
so I can
you could
stay.
probably actually get in there now if you want. Yeah.
Right, well, I wouldn't be able to cast, so I'd just be able to get up there, I
Yeah.
assume.
So we're just chilling.
Why wouldn't you be able to cast?
Well, how far is it to crawl? Because isn't crawling like half of your...
Yeah, no, it's full. You could make it. It's not very big, this tunnel.
Okay, so I could make it and then...
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing?
sure. Yep.
Sure, I'm going to cast Levitate on you then.
Okay. So you feel your form basically become weightless hanging from this rod.
Then you can just click the rod in yourself.
But on that,
At least if you're unconscious, you'll still float.
It's the death.
The room's turned.
It reverses.
so hanging from this immovable rod, now sort of just patiently waiting, your arms beginning to get a little bit tired. And you're standing there as you suddenly hear shing, and from all the walls around you, metal spikes out. They're short enough that they don't seem to reach you as they rotate around. You sort of bring your legs up to sort of hang a little bit tighter into a smaller bowl. But you can see if you had been on the ground, it probably would have been pretty bad.
Even if you
And
were running and dodging.
On that, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Now if you miss, it's a lot bigger of a problem.
Have the blades gone back in yet? Or not?
Yes, they would actually. They would spring out and then retract.
How long are they?
How big's the room? They're probably about 5 foot.
Fuck. Imagine one of those at the
So this cylinder's about 15 foot. So you managed to tuck yourself up, sort of small enough to not clip them. But yeah.
Shit. But now you've got 2 arseholes.
So what do you want to do?
I basically just pull myself up while I do that.
Of course you would pull yourself.
Click it so I start floating up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
So
you
you
just
sort of
momentum,
push
yeah.
yourself up and sort of float up towards where the opening is.
Yeah.
Like Peter Pan.
Yep. Okay.
And then I'll just try and wait for the right time and jam the rod in and click it.
Okay. Yep. So.
He's going to break the rod.
Always pulling himself in the worst situation.
So
Then I'll pull myself off.
You said it happens now.
Wasn't it a DC check at 25?
what's that?
The immovable rod.
30.
30? It's not very immovable then, is it?
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah.
I was going to check
What?
something.
Could beat a 30 strength check if you tried really hard.
So let me check this real
Actually,
quick.
giant strength gives you 28 strength. No. Fire giant strength is 35?
Is that enough to have a plus 10 modifier?
I think so. Well, what, plus 20?
If
plus
you
5?
gave me Bardic Inspiration,
So
the max I could get to is 32.
you
At
put
the
this
moment,
rod
Bardic
up
Inspiration
into
increases
the
as well.
gap and click it, and as it comes around and hits, you see it's immediately like you recoil from shards of stone that begin to break and shatter and fly out into the room. But you can see it sort of starts smashing through some of the stone, and it smashes through maybe 6 foot, 7 foot before eventually it slows and comes to a halt. So it has stopped, but like you can see through like the inch sort of line that it's carved through, but aside from that, like the stone sort of overlapping
you got a
the
pick.
door.
It's a Storm Giant's plus 9 strength.
Didn't one of us actually have a pick? At one
Yeah,
point?
one of us does genuinely have a pick.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty hard to get in.
What?
Like, how
It's 2 foot by 2 foot.
thick?
The space.
The room.
Yeah, but can you, like, think about it being like that, trying to swing pick.
If he has it, it's even better.
Or is,
Yeah, can we fit the bit through?
probably not.
But what
Actually,
if he
how
has
was-
it?
Do you have
Do
it?
you have
Yeah,
it?
but no. But anyway, I've got no like I can't stand on anything, so all I'm using is my arm strength. Because I'm levitating,
You're
remember?
pretty damn strong.
And the traps are going to continue to go off.
Maybe.
Or, yeah, is it motion based? So as long as it's moving.
Oh fuck! If it's not moving, just go open the door.
No, but there's no way to open the door. There's nothing on this side. The bar's closed.
I'm pretty sure I could kick it.
It's like iron.
Ah,
You can still kick it.
yeah, I fucking tried.
So I'd say you float up, put that in. That'd be like a little bit of your movement and probably your bonus action just to click that in. So is there anything else you wanted to do or want to try?
I can drop arrows to the crag.
Slowly to go at it.
That's genius.
Is it?
Just get a thunder one.
While I'm right there.
That's actually pretty good.
Lands in his eye.
Tell him to move out of the way.
I totally forgot about this.
Did the spikes get shorter towards the end, or?
So the spikes have retracted.
Yeah, no. So this, like, so they'll say they're 5 foot long there.
Yeah.
Are they still 5 foot long there?
No, it looks like, yeah, they sort of adjust appropriately as it sort of feeds through, as it gets narrower.
I'd wait a little bit. I don't know if the traps are going to go off.
Yeah,
Still.
I'll just wait. I don't know.
Unclick the rod, then put it next to it, click it again,
I
and then
can't
make a bigger hole.
put
Well,
it next to it. I'd have to wait.
As in, like,
I'd
so-
have to wait till the circle punch back around. And maybe you could put it like that though, instead of like that.
Yeah, and then we could just try and break the rock, keep weakening it.
Just punch it.
That's assuming it starts spinning.
Punch the
again,
rock.
or
Is it
has
fraction?
may have broken the machine? It might just be
A lot of
stuck
the stone
there.
that it's sort of carved through has like cracked and ruptured from like the force of this rod going through it.
Just punch it.
Is it
Punch the
enough
stone.
to...
But of course, like the rod would be, yeah. So some of it, like where the doorway is, like you guys being above it, can see some of it's cracked. The other half, like on the other side of the rod, is still like
Solid.
untouched. Yeah.
We could genuinely try.
Stone to mud would be such a good fucking spell here.
Are we out of initiative?
Touch.
Not really.
So whose turn is it?
I'll just wait.
It's
John's.
yeah.
I'll just wait the rest of my turn.
Okay.
If they don't get impaled.
So
But,
Garth.
well, I guess if I'm in line with the door, I'll be fine.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm going to try and break away some of the broken rock
Yeah.
on the other half.
Okay.
With what?
Try and stomp it first.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Make a strength check.
Falls through.
Rolls a 20, just destroys the entire thing.
I have a 5-inch undead gorilla tooth of destruction.
That was it, right?
One.
Same.
A 1. You
You like what I called it?
slam
It
your
Was mine the
ankle
gorilla
down,
tooth or-
And just
Yeah.
break.
like as
We got
hard
that.
as you can.
What
Was
the
it a
other
natural
tooth
one?
we encountered?
Yeah, you slam your ankle down and like, or your foot down, trying to like punch it through, drastically underestimating how sturdy this rock still was, and sort of jar your ankle the wrong way. As you take 2 points of damage, you sort of twist your ankle as it slams down.
And that's why God gave us 2 legs, because I'm going to stomp with the other one.
Yeah, you want to try? Yeah, sure. You like recoil back, and in your anger, you like slam your other foot down.
If I roll another one and turn myself into a cripple.
Surely it'd have advantage knowing how strong the rock is now.
Nah.
11?
Yeah, with an 11, like, you sort of, like, slamming it in anger, you sort of miss your mark. You manage to, like, break away some of it where the rod's already smashed through, like some of the
Yeah.
crack stuff.
That's what I'm crack stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you managed to break enough away, sort of like one half of where the rod's gone through, so it's sort of like a quarter of the...
Like an
Of the
orc-shaped
open-
hole.
so it's probably about...
Like a pig.
yeah, it's probably
shape
like, you know,
hole.
8 inches by 8 inches sort of hole opened up now. A
Can
bit
you
of
fit
rock
through
like
that?
falls down past you.
I don't
Feeling
think
good.
you can.
I think that's for my bonus action.
Stomp again.
I rub my bad ankle.
Yeah. Okay.
you could move out.
Our attack. Or actually, it
Daxter's
was
in the way.
Daxter, but he's just going to hang back.
There's no room for me in that tunnel, is there?
Who's in there? Xanath's in.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you two. Oh no, Garth and Xanath are in there. Yeah. So you'd be able to get in, but you wouldn't be able to get to the hole.
We could do some swappies.
Too late for that.
Well, I already used my 2 turns. Oh, I used both actions.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say if you like,
I could prepare to get out of the
as
way.
it's a rough initiative, I'd say like if you wanted to get in and like swap with one of them, you could do that.
Tag team?
Basically, like you guys are all going on an initiative, and then he's going on an initiative. It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Alright. What with me on the duck? My foot is sore.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your character voice.
So he
now.
sort of pulls back, makes space next to Xanath, and you manage to get in there. Yep.
Zip zoop through.
Is all the stone broken off? That can be broken off?
It looks like there's a little bit more crack stuff on the other side of the rod.
Yeah, so it's like hole, crack stuff. I've broken one half of what's left.
So I should try kicking the other side.
Yeah,
I'm going to kick
you
the
could do
other
that,
side.
Yeah,
you
make a
could,
strength roll.
use a weapon, but
I'm not going to fucking hit it with my battle axe, am I?
It's magical.
hit it with the butt of it. Screw.
Not like you're gonna dull a magical weapon.
True.
Nah, put the shield down on the ground and then jump.
Cowabunga!
You're a Tyrion.
Oh, I thought that was a 1.
9.
Yeah, sort of same thing. He's like, as Garth pulls out, he's like, it's a lot harder than it looks, and you're like, yeah, sure. And you slam your foot down and just, yeah, same thing. It sort of just doesn't budge.
Fuck me.
I'm changing dice. That was worse. That was
Yeah.
8.
So it's probably more like you're like struggling to find an angle where you can get enough force on it to
You chain
to
that,
sort
it's
of
like
break through.
janking you up.
Yeah, it's a little bit restricting. This is a pretty tight tunnel.
Yeah, nice one.
Hey,
Fuck off.
You need a little help there? 20.
Oh, fuck!
Falcon!
That was a fucking mic drop.
Yeah, so
Fuck off.
like you sort of bang bang, and you can see like rock starting to shift, but it's just not going. You can't get enough force on it. Xanath next to you just sort of like reaches down and just sort of palms one of the rocks, and it just seems to be the right rock. And as he or she,
Shit.
did the lights just flicker, or am I insane?
I think you're insane.
Wow.
You're insane.
Yeah, I think I blinked and it caught me off guard. Yeah, Xanath sort of palms this rock, and as that one falls away, you can see the others around it sort of crumble in as well. Sort of taking most of the broken stuff and some of the other rocks as well.
Yeah.
Leaving like sort of 3/4 of the hole now open. Yeah, you look like you could probably manage to squeeze through if there was space on the other side.
Did I use all my movement?
No.
So I can start to back out.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
Why don't you
that's-
just break the whole circle of it so it's always open?
What, and then you get to the door, and then the door just falls because there's nothing holding it.
No, it's magic.
So,
Stays there.
Scott, I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh gosh.
Oh, fuck.
So it's a god.
Wait, is he within range of you now?
Yeah,
At the top of the hole.
5.
Yeah, it would be.
Cool, 7.
Okay, so the demon faces around the room that you've previously seen exhale this gas, which you know is some sort of knockout
I
gas,
really hope you fall asleep.
It-
That'd be funny.
extrudes this sort of dust again, but this time it's different. It's a sparkling white sort of powder.
Strong.
And as you sort of like immediately cover your mouth thinking it might be poison or something, you notice it's not affecting your breathing, but as soon as it gets in your eyes, your vision becomes blurrier and blurrier to the point that you actually can't see anything. You are now blind.
Let's restoration poggers. We can finally use it.
Hey,
So with that, it is your turn.
Follow my voice. Ergama.
Yeah, I mean you still have
The
like a
direction
good
is up.
idea of
Yeah,
like
oh,
where
yeah,
you
right.
are.
Is up.
I'm levitating, so I can actually know which way's
Oh
up.
shit, how do astronauts know which way's up?
Oh, that would be quite disorientating.
So I'm blind and I've got 0 gravity.
Well, I'm assuming you. I don't know. You might not be, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming you'd probably
I'll
like
still
have a
need them.
hand on
Yeah.
a rock or something nearby to sturdy yourself. So yeah, you'd have an idea of like where everything is around you, but
Spin him.
You'll spin me right round there.
Fucking hell.
How do we get the rod back after I get out? Since the button's on this side, the bottom side.
Click.
Mage hand. Click.
You just reach under.
You're gonna have to do it pretty fast though if it doesn't stop.
If it had to grind to a halt, it's gonna have to start up again like that.
Yeah.
I would say when the stones fell out and some of it cracked away, you did notice it
Slowly or quick?
moderately quickly. It almost looks like the force is still behind it, sort of trying to go, but the rod is just holding it there now.
So as soon as you move that rod, it's just gonna.
Well, it's not exactly how acceleration works, but
It's magic.
I'm making a quite strong investment in immovable rods once we
Well,
finish
not
the
really,
team.
because if you got like a force constantly pressing on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy all.
Yeah, so
Move that
imagine
force.
holding the
Yeah,
gas
my
and the
hands
brake,
on.
and then as soon as you release the brake,
I need
Yeah.
2.
sort of similar thing. Like it would take a
Just-
little
we
bit
all
to
need
spin up,
to.
but
Yeah.
Not much. It'd still go pretty fast.
yeah.
How hard are removable rods to come by?
you would know. Well, this is probably the only one you've seen. Like you'd probably heard of them, but this is probably the only one you've seen.
Cool. I'm gonna try and make my way to the hole.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Sure, Scott.
Just like it's a little bit tight. Just make a acrobatics just to pull yourself through.
Accidentally knocks the rod.
-1.
Was that a 1?
Was it
Tries to
actually?
crawl through solid
Was it
rock.
seriously?
Wasn't that one?
Oh god. That's
And I'm blind.
go to pull yourself through. Grab the fucking rod.
I don't even know. I don't even fucking know. Um.
On the plus side, you're levitating, so.
On the plus side, he's about to be cut in half.
The one arm half walk.
So you like get up.
Harpoon arms
And-
coming for you!
You like start feeling around the hole and you start pulling yourself up and like you can feel like Garth and that are sort of pulling you up from the inside. And basically as you're like starting to bring your legs up, you feel your toe sort of like the top of your foot sort of hit something and you hear a clink. And you guys see the rod sort of in the crack slip through as you pull like Ogamuk up. You pull Ogamuk up as fast as you can and manage to clear his legs from the gap, but you see the rod fall as it
No.
Dumb
Begin spinning.
fuck.
Okay, now here's the question:
Fuck me, Scott.
Is the rod worth flying and then trying to get down there and grabbing it and come back?
No, there's another door. We just go to the other side of the trap.
But the opening's way bigger.
The what?
Yeah, the
opening's way bigger
the
now,
timing
isn't
should
it?
be.
The door on the other side is normal.
So
size door.
now what you're seeing is it's as it rotates, basically you see the original hole, which is the same size and shape as the other one, like a perfect square cutout, and then it disappears for a second, and then another jaggedy hole where you've busted through, basically after the rod's cut through. So
Keep-
there's sort of
keep chipping
two
away at
holes.
it.
But like with the 2 holes,
Yeah.
and then a line through the middle,
Yeah.
wouldn't the movement of the room shake it out?
You can see, like, peering in, there's probably like a dozen loose rocks and bricks now bouncing around the room violently
Oh,
as it
fuck.
rotates. But like just the strength and the construction of this tube, it's just like you can see it's like occasionally smashing off a piece.
Hey, does anyone have a big metal rod?
But aside from
Yeah,
that,
it's
just
at the
fell in.
bottom.
No, just start smacking it as it rotates past.
and you can see like peering in, you look through
You
it.
do.
You look through it one stage just in time to see.
I don't think I've got SPs anymore.
The like jagged spikes poke out again and retract.
Sure,
Wouldn't that break off bits?
No, they're like coming out of like holes
Where are the holes?
in the room, in
So if it's
between
spinning
the
that
like
way,
bricks. Yeah.
are the spikes going in
Yes.
or sideways?
No, they're coming in from like the outside, like the drum side. They're poking in like that way.
How do they not snap off in the rotation?
Don't know.
Magic. There's got to be a way to deactivate it, and it'll be on the other side of that door, which is on level 4 somewhere. I'm
No,
assuming.
who has a big, strong metal rod?
There's another. You can get in from the door side though.
Yeah, but if we just break this open and make the hole really big,
Then one of those rocks could go boo shoot through.
it's fine.
These
Don't
rocks
get
are
We'll deal
like
with that
smashing
when we
around
get
the
there.
room.
Yeah.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah.
Fucking simple.
Just never get hit in D&D. Don't take any damage.
Just cost
That's
of
my
mage.
plan.
Just put mage
Doesn't
hand
work
off the
well
hole.
so far.
I haven't died, have I?
So you two, like, peering into the room, now suddenly see, like, the demon faces, which all have, like, a flame flickering in them as they rotate. You see all of a sudden gouts of fire.
Oh, that's the fourth
As
one.
fire erupts through the hatch where you're looking. You manage to pull your heads back just in time.
Fucking
but-
put your heads in, boys.
It incinerates everything in this room.
Just start jamming fucking thunder arrows into it.
How long is the
All
time
be caught in the explosion range.
of the 2 holes before it's nothing again?
How good?
How long is
shot
it
are you?
open for?
Yeah.
There's not enough room to shoot
Very
it long
little.
though,
So it
is
rotates.
No, what
You
if
like
it's
sit there and like
start of
concentrate for a minute. It
tunnel?
seems to rotate
How long's
almost
the
every
tunnel?
6
What's the
seconds,
angle?
one rotation, and the
You
hole's
start at the
2
top,
foot by
it?
2
You know how
foot.
big long
So
it
it's probably open for a second
Yeah.
at most.
And
Like
then with the
4
line
feet
to
high?
the next hole.
Yeah.
The total
Crawl space
between
tunnel?
that would be like...
A second maybe. How
Tunnel
big's the room?
length.
10 feet. So
Say
it's like
that.
11 or 10 foot
Pause there.
between them. So yeah, there's probably a second or
You're
so
here with your bow.
between the holes. So there's like
Aimed
a
like
second,
that.
then
Yeah,
it's
no,
closed,
I
then
know
it's
what you
open
mean.
again for another
But
second,
the issue
roughly.
of
The room,
physically-
the room
With
out
the-
here.
with the line,
it's
would there
fucking
be...
huge.
So it's
No, there's
closed
a
with
corner
regards
in
to
the
us
tunnel.
getting in, but vision-wise, can we still see
Yeah,
through?
you can still like peer through. There's like
there
a
is too.
inch or
Okay.
2 inch line
It
through
goes
it.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, I full forgot about the tunnel. No, the corner.
So it's
And whereabouts is
Otherwise,
the rod
that
now?
works.
just
Actually,
get
make
a
a,
ball gun,
um,
shoot that way. Shoot
Make
that way.
a. Who went into that room?
Which room?
I think it was you. Do you want to make an intelligence? Well, actually, I'll say for the sake of this, you can all make an intelligence.
Fuck you.
Did you lose that dice off the table?
No, it bounced and rolled down my sleeve.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
Mega roll.
12.
Can't roll shit!
-1.
Oh fuck.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah. 12.
6.
What did you
I
get?
got 10.
Well, we got 11, 11, 10, and 6.
Okay, so Ogamuk, with your vision now lost, you're sort of
More wise.
focusing more on like the last thing you saw and spending the most time
These
in
nuts.
the cylindrical room. You sort of think back and you focus and you think, I've seen this before. And you vaguely remember seeing a very similar looking, like the demon faces. You remember seeing them in a room you went to previously. A dark room you went into, there was a lever on the wall and an ironclad warrior stood next to it, a hand grasping the lever. And you remember peering through a small window on the bottom of the room. And on the other side, you remember seeing a very similar room.
You know when we went down the tube?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we
Like
looked
the
in
staircase?
Yeah.
And the dude that didn't move even though we opened the door.
Magical stone door.
I think half of us should go there.
Alright, can I just kind of sit here concentrating for a little bit, trying to work out timing,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah, bright hole leading to... Oh no, that's that
cast
side.
Mage Hand, grab the rod, and see if I can bring it up through one of the holes.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I'd say you can sit there and like concentrate enough. Make a dex throw as the rod is like currently like in a washing machine bouncing around the room as you try and grab it.
13.
Okay.
No, it's just a random, it's just a dex, it wasn't a save, was it?
Bardic inspiration yourself.
Yeah.
Can't. Otherwise I would have by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, okay.
right.
Yeah, you managed to like peering through, you managed to grab it. Just. Sure, yeah. What are you just trying to like bring it out as quickly as you
Yeah,
can?
within the gap of the first hole, vision, second hole, because Mage
Okay.
Hand has to be vision based, so I have to grab it
Yeah.
and then see if I can bring it up.
What happens if you lose sight of a mage hand?
The hand goes away. And the rod will just fall again.
Yeah, okay. I'd say.
Click it. Next one. Unclick it. Bring it up. Click it.
Fuck, that's actually.
I didn't think of that idea in time.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
something
I'd
smart.
say you managed to do it. Seeing I've said that in hindsight, that probably should have been a much harder check. But that's
Well, it's
my
also
fault.
a
But yeah.
cantrip and something I could just try over and over until I get it, essentially. So.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
I will.
Until you roll in that one and
Yeah.
it flies through one of the spike holes, never to be seen again. But yeah,
Or it
yeah,
gets hit by a rock and shoots back up through.
yeah, smacks you in the face. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, you managed to like send it down on the first hole and keep track of it through the line, grab it as it's bouncing, and on the second hole, fly it back out as fast as you can towards you.
Yeah, that shit.
30 feet it can move, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's doable.
Right, cool. We got the rod back.
I imagine you told us about what the room looks like.
Spaghetti.
How does it...
The cylindrical room. Yeah, I mean, you saw it enough to.
Oh, cool. So we know the door's there.
Yeah.
There's something through that door that we need to get.
Oh, really?
No, it'll just be the other side to get in.
Then what's in that room then?
We've already seen it, didn't we?
No, it
What's
was,
the purpose of that?
no. The thing that we saw was peering down.
Alright, well, while they're talking, can I just kind of grab the rod, wait for the timing, put it down and click it again?
In the thing.
Yeah, I just want to destroy an entire ring.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Jordan's out here
you wait.
destroying rings.
Butthole ring.
And like jam it in like the same way, I'm guessing. And yeah, very similar thing happens. This
What
one
about,
You can get
is a
Play
lot more
MacGyver.
destructive. Shards of rock fly off
Play
in
MacGyver.
every direction. Full rocks break away and start flying around the room.
Who casts
But
this
yeah,
extra
they-
something if you want?
It goes in and eventually grinds to a halt again.
Yeah, we'd like to unclick
You
it,
can
pull
be
it out,
lacing.
let it build up speed, and then just keep doing that.
Okay,
you gotta tell me what I roll.
sure. Make just
Which
like
is kind of dumb, because now we're not going to be able to
Can't
stop
see it
it.
from here.
just make a dex
Yep.
as you like
Better than when you look at
repetitively. Do so.
15.
Okay. Yep. Sure. So yeah, you managed to like keep sort of and being very careful not to drop it. Managed to like hold it, click the button, pop it in, click it, and eventually you get about halfway through after doing this maybe 2 or 3 times, and then the other half of it just begins to shatter, and you can see now it is like a cement mixer of just rubble in the bottom of this thing. Basically the
I don't know if I
upper
made it worse or better.
basically the upper half of it, like from there back, just shatters. All of this just breaks away, and you can see this part is still spinning, but the rest of it has just completely shattered.
Is it rubble? Is it like rubble still spinning there, or is that bit just like gone? or
No, it's
stationary
just
or
like
something?
sort of fallen to the floor. The odd rock is spewing out of the bit that's still
Can we see
turning.
the spikes then?
You see on the other side there is a stone wall, which is basically a neat fit around it.
Yeah.
And looking in, you can see there are various like machinations. You can see there are like a browny metal of like tubes poking out through some of the brickwork. You can see, looking in, you can actually see the point of like some long metal stakes that are looking like they're almost spring-loaded sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all looks very complicated.
Jump down there and start doing it.
As
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah, no, okay,
Uh-oh.
no, that's fine.
The traps are free to come through the hole now. It's still going to go off. I'm bailing.
That's
Like-
fine. What do you mean?
So to say,
Yeah, I know
fire,
exactly what you mean.
gas.
Like I said, I don't know if I made this better or worse.
Don't sneeze.
See ya, I'm out.
Oh, gee.
Achoo!
I am no free eye raven.
Okay.
So
What do you
he's
wanna do?
gonna kill me with my blindness. Or am I just blowing straight off?
I'm leaving the tunnel.
Yeah, you're like moving back out the other way.
Yep.
Sure. You get back out and step back out into the main hallway, sort of where you entered from, and you can
didn't have to
see
do a strength check.
Dexter stood there,
I think I
reverted
passed it
back
once
to
a
his
day
normal
during
form,
my race.
or
I'm
normal
gonna
size,
double
I should
check.
say.
You know what?
I'm
Lost
back
less
out as well.
restoration once a day
Yep.
during the
Helping
race, but I'm
him
gonna
get
double
out of
check.
the tunnel at the same time.
Yeah, you like lead him through, sort of hand on his head behind you, like
Come on, boy.
pulling him through, sort of by his hair. Do you have hair?
Sure.
Sure.
Scott's like, oh yeah.
Do now.
When did that get there?
Yeah.
Just a sick ass mine off, bro.
So you're still in the
Yeah.
tunnel. What's everyone want to do? You make it back out and are met, like as you're crawling out, you can see like the light sort of flickering from the torches in this main hallway, and as you get to the end, this golden skull. What'd you find?
What?
You reach out to swipe at him, and he just. No need to be like that.
Sorry, you startled me.
Everyone's busy climbing down these dirty, dank holes. Where's the treasure? Where's the excitement?
There was
Treasure.
definitely excitement down there.
Damn way.
What treasure are you talking about?
Oh, well, I'm a gold-plated skull. There has to be, more valuable things than me down here, right?
If I was there, I found 2 rocks and a heap of dead rats.
Well, maybe you're not looking in the right spots, huh?
Tell us the right spots.
Well, definitely not in the room I've been stuck in for the past... He, does a backflip, however long I've been in the hole. You can see he's sort of it's almost you'd expect where an eye roll would be. He rolls his entire skull as he doesn't have the eyes to roll anymore.
You can be the eyes for the orc now. He can't see.
Oh, and he flies over. And everybody else just sees this skull back and forth, like in front of your...
Can I feel like the air?
Make a perception.
So I'll headbutt the fucker. 20.
Yeah, so you feel this thing moving back and forth, and you time it and thrust your head forward, and everybody else sees as his head comes forward, the skull pretty much mimics the exact same movement. And he's like, "Whoa, he's an alert one."
Guess what? You get to tell him, if he has to go left or right or anything.
Quick, run, everybody run.
I'm gonna roll D5. No, never mind. Right.
Would you roll, Scott?
Roll Nadine.
Oh, okay. So he's just fucking skill. Play tricks.
So, what does everyone want to do?
Have you got? You've got less
I am.
frustration.
This skull has made me realise how much I miss above ground adventures. Being in this tomb for so long and having no fun NPCs has been really getting to me.
I can't remember what I wrote down my spells.
Probably quite an essential thing in your character,
That's why we need D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I sure do.
Oh, I could steal Brody's tablet.
How many second level spells do you feel like you could still cast?
Approximately 1 out of 2.
So yeah, this is one of the things that I found when I was messing around with Dexter's stats, is he has this really cool thing called sorcery points, where he can
Yeah,
spend them
that's
to
great.
get spell slots back, which I had completely forgotten about.
Is there any other use for sorcery points other than that?
Yeah, he can do a bunch of cool stuff with it.
was gonna
But the
say.
thing is, I never used them because he was level 1 and 2, where you have none. And now he's leveled up and he has 7 of them. So they're very valuable, and I never use them.
Is it 1 point per if you want to get a 4th level spell back, you use 4 points?
It's something
I think it
along that
depends
line,
on
yeah.
the bunch.
Yeah.
I think one of them is
Yeah, well, I'm
casting
feeling
cantrips
1
as a
out of
bonus
2
action
as
or
well.
something like that, which is pretty cool.
So realistically,
What?
who's going to be more effective with their second level spell?
I've got pass without trace level 2, so if we need to sneak by something.
What are you guys trying to work out?
Who's using lesser restoration?
Because we can't take many
Just
more.
blink a lot.
We can't take many more long rests.
Why not?
Rations.
What other
What?
level 2 spells
Running
do you
out of
have?
rations.
What other level 2 spells do you have?
Well, I've got Divine Smite.
Are we How are we running out of rations? Just get food.
From where? We're in a tomb.
Locate animal. Find rats. Eat rats.
I suggest that,
It's
and they
5
weren't
of us.
down.
There's only so many rats you can find.
Yeah, I can find one every 10 minutes.
You
Sorry,
know,
11 minutes. I think.
Well,
Is it-
if you can find them.
yeah, but how many spell charges do you have? And
That's what I'm checking. I think it might be a ritual. But I'm
Hold
not sure.
person.
yeah, how's that work so far? Have you actually held anything with that yet?
I wanted to, but I wasn't here.
Scott, do you reckon you could finger
Johnny
your way
didn't know
through
I
those
had it.
cables to that player's
But
handbook?
you've used it in Fag a few times.
No, I haven't.
Or, yeah, I just want
He
to
has.
something real quick.
What's this?
You've tried to use hold person and failed a few times, but you've also succeeded a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like
That's a lot easier.
Scott, guess what?
the people that you try and use hold person
You
on
can
are
see again.
typically
I'll see my
quite
eyes closed.
tough people to use hold person on.
Did you use it?
Yeah. I'll use lesser restoration.
I can use
Scott.
it. Do you want me? Not too late.
Now they
They,
complaining.
yeah, they argue for 10 minutes and then they're like, why did you use it? I could have done it.
I couldn't be bothered arguing about anyone else. I was like, fuck it.
Thanks, Bath.
I wish you were still blind.
What's even funnier is you two were companions before the rest of us.
Yep, okay.
And you're the fucking reason I went into that stupid cylinder bullshit first place.
What XP?
Cool. Alright, so in
What
hold.
XP do we get?
Swap you.
We didn't win against the room.
This we did.
Actually, yeah, that room had a challenge rating, didn't it?
So, what
Kill.
does everyone want to do?
Do we seriously get XP from a room?
You can give XP for anything, technically.
Where should we go? You've got the map.
I've only got a dick map and it doesn't tell me anything.
So you would know.
So there was a way opposite of the Minotaur, like iron sheet that we just came out of the tunnel. We can go straight ahead.
Yep. Where are you?
We just came out of the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So you would know, yeah, there was... You came to a T intersection, you turned right, which took you to the metal
Yeah.
grate,
And
which
then
led
there was-
into this crawl space, or you could go back the other way.
I like how your map's so inaccurate, yet it seems to get us everywhere we need to go.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're drawing, like, the same thing, but the wrong way. If that makes sense. But anyway, it's
Like
fine.
wrong orientation.
Sure.
No, you're just bad.
So,
Still works.
what do you want to do then?
When you say sure, I just assume that it means it's easier to just agree with that than to actually
Yeah.
explain it.
I know what you mean.
Is that about right?
Well, no, it's just a hard thing to explain.
Without showing it.
A lot of the time I say sure when I just don't want to
Going no further.
give
it
anything
away.
away. Yeah.
Give it away now.
Cool.
Where are we going?
Straight.
Where?
Back the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down.
So we just came out
Oh.
here.
The other
That's
T intersection. It's
Well, it's the same T intersection.
Probably
it's
leads
just
to that
the
door,
left.
eh?
It's the what?
Probably leads to the door, eh?
Probably. It just like wraps around and this is like, oh fuck.
So are you crawling back out to
Can't wait till
go
it
with them,
does.
or are you doing something in the...
Yeah, no, I'm going to head out. I broke the
Okay.
cylinder, and that's what I'm doing.
He broke it at
Okay,
the door.
so is everybody heading down into the... like, continuing?
Yes.
Okay.
Stood on a mine, we're all dead.
So, just continuing, as you guys are well aware, I'm trying a bunch of new stuff for this new camp. Don't look at me like that, it's not bad. No, I'm just trying to work out the best way to do stuff for this new campaign and everything else. So,
Yes.
plus I've been watching a lot of D&D and I'm picking up better ways to do stuff.
Like initiative.
Yeah.
And I'll still scream mine out half the time.
So,
Oh shit, I got 16.
yeah, I'll explain stuff when it comes up. But basically, as you continue, and two of the minis are just near that mouse over there, if you can reach them, Lucky. Basically, I just want an order as you are heading down into the next rooms. Where are the rest of the minis? I think they're all in the tray,
Is that
actually.
metal?
Some over in.
Yes.
I had no idea that was metal.
Yep. Tim
It's because I'm
has
fucking metal.
Tim has like $100 mini and doesn't even say thank you.
Well, you just still own it. I haven't taken it. What I have to thank you for?
So that sketchpad can come back over here now.
Why would you do that?
Dunker.
That's that.
Fucking Daxter.
So
What? Dukester.
what?
You should be in
Yeah,
front.
give us
You
an
got the
order.
map.
I should be in front. So when there's a combat situation,
No,
a long range
Tim
fighter
can
is
just
in the
be
front.
behind me so he can direct me.
Did you?
I should have kept you blind and put some reins on you.
Yeah, no.
Did you
Who?
grab? Did you lesser restoration? Who lesser
Yeah,
restoration? Okay.
On skit.
Okay.
I
Alright,
really
so-
should have kept him blind and put some.
Sorry.
Still looks dark.
Yeah. It's just because it's like compensating. It's a balance I need to work out. You could turn up the ring light on it by rotating the thing. Yeah. Other way.
off.
But it'll probably just
Holy
flare everything.
Especially
That
that
goes
one.
really fucking bright.
It's a good thing I didn't need my fucking eyeballs.
That's the thing, once they're painted. So another thing that was going to be here today is I've bought a couple of like terrain mats that are gridded.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to have some cool terrain and stuff to play with.
What,
as
like
well.
a tomb one we're going to use?
So I think the ones I got are a stone and a grass.
Okay.
Because finding play mats is really easy in terms of like Warhammer, where you don't have a grid.
Yeah.
Finding play mats with a 25mm grid is impossible.
Just guess.
Yeah, well, that literally is the other option. We could just go down the path of like measuring, or rough measuring, depending on how.
Just have like a
accurate
thing
it
that, like, square that you just hold over it.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, there's always
Why are we talking about
options, but okay. So
See through Matt.
as you make your way down, Ogamuk and Garth,
Laminate nothing.
you make your way down, and as you come to the end of this small hallway, you find yourself stood at the end of a like a 15-foot wide hallway, which tees off and runs up to the left. Still puddles of water cover the floor from end to end of the hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor. Most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. So you can see the artwork, basically where the hand finishes, there is a real weapon hung on the wall kind of thing.
That's creepy as fuck.
A 3-foot high crawlway in the east wall is flush with the floor. I might draw a bit of a map for this.
Yeah.
At the far end of the wall, you can see a rippling, transparent sort of curtain of water fills the archway. Beyond the curtain, like looking through the water, you can see that the hallway continues in almost an identical hallway. Sort of continues through.
So it's the whole length of the hallway, really.
Yeah. There's a bit of a messy
Description.
but sure.
How far
What happens when I
down
don't
is
pre-read?
the crawl space?
So, just one moment, please. Okay. Cool. That's fine. I'm just trying to find the crawlway. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So,
What?
okay. I'll just draw a quick little mappy on here, just so you can get an idea of what it's like. Already got one. I need to get more of these sketchbooks because these are fantastic.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna have one for my next campaign.
So you're gonna have to do something all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of our characters put in dick version.
What?
You heard me.
So yours wouldn't change.
Damn right.
So this continues down. You can see it ends up there.
Isn't this just a sketchbook anyway?
Yeah. This one's got lines on it and pisses me
As
off.
if you haven't brought your tablet drawn thing. You know what I'm talking about. What you bought, JB.
It doesn't have a screen.
Oh, right.
It's gotta be connected to a computer.
How cool would that be as a DM though? Like hook it up a computer and like, draw and shit, and then like over the top of maps.
Holy fuck! If only we said this like fucking an hour ago.
What?
So I
It's a good
have
thing I listen.
I have Arcs Lucky if I can borrow it for a few days or so. So I want to do some art stuff with like overlays and other stuff, which I'm going to get done. But B, because that's the thing, I'm considering getting one, but I don't know, and they're like $500. I don't want to go buy one and then realize it's not useful.
Which one did you get?
No way, come pro like large one.
So
Like
I'm
the
gonna
shitty comic one.
I'm gonna try it for a while and see if it is
Worth the money.
yeah, if it's worth it. And for that exact thing, because I could basically be drawing like on this map, and I could be like, oh, like I could have a thing open here and be like drawing this on that screen.
Lucky block. Oh, there's dicks on the map now.
So yeah, that's something that I'll
Draw
consider. So that's that. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted.
I believe you.
Talking about stuff. So this is basically the room you're in. This is a rough mock-up of it. So you've come in through here. You can see that the hallway leading down, there's a water curtain here and a narrow, like narrower section. The crawl space seems to head off this way, and the artwork you can see is here on the wall. You can see there's another one mirrored on the opposite side.
Oh,
Definitely.
right. I thought it went across the whole room.
Yeah, it does read that way. That's basically what the archway is. So this is essentially an archway leading down.
Oh, through it.
It's big enough to walk through. It's like a full archway.
Did you run out of ink?
Yeah.
Just engraving your page now.
Ogre monk.
He's blind. He doesn't know it's not a pen.
He's not blind anymore.
Nah, he's drunk blind. I'm fucking blind. Jesus. Be nice if you draw a fucking straight line.
You can't draw.
Are we in the
What
room?
you want?
I'd say you've like stepped out into this hallway and sort of bunched up, peering over each other's shoulders, being a little bit cautious not to venture too far in.
You right to drive, mate?
I'm fucking blind.
Can we see any symbols around the room?
You can actually see there's these paintings are actually all along these walls. Now that I
Oh.
read a bit more.
Oh, that's what I thought though. And
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry. So there's 6 on this side of the water archway, and you can see another 6 further down on the opposite side.
Is there one animal per thing?
Yeah, let's go look at the paintings.
No, they're all
Like how many weapons per?
So you can see there's actually various images. So you walk through them, you can see some of them have the heads of like storks and ibises. Some have lizard heads, some have panther heads. Some have hawk heads, some have goat heads, some have frog heads.
Is there a goat nine god? One of the nine gods is goat.
But you can see as you walk down, the weapons that they're holding all vary as well. There seems to be some holding maces, some holding blowguns as if blowing through it. Some aren't armed. Others are holding sickles, tridents, hand axes.
I'm actually dumb as fuck. But we'll move on from that.
So stork, lizard, panther, goat, hawk, and frog, was it?
Yep. This is the worst thing because basically when I don't normally when I have the time before we start, I'll read through like where I think you're going to go, or at least skim through it so I have a rough idea. I haven't done any, so basically as you guys are progressing, I'm trying to like read ahead a little bit so I know what's happening. And when there's a lot to read, like for this,
Come on, Scott.
it slows it down, which is the other thing I really enjoy about Homebrew, because Homebrew, I know what's happening. These modules are like, how does this work?
It's on this page.
Yeah.
Go to this page. It's not on this page.
Okay, we'll go through
Can you go through the water or just into the room, you mean?
into the
I
room.
swear to God, you just fucking wasted my 119 that I'm gonna get this.
So where are you moving to?
Guess who's problem that's not.
Stepping up into the...
We're a
Just
team.
have a look around the paintings and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, okay, yeah. You, like, walk around, you don't seem to notice
Fuck
anything
off.
out of the ordinary.
Where do you want to be? What's still there?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
I'm watching your dumb ass do
little
stupid
ranger
shit.
pussy boy.
Well, you're blocking everyone else.
What?
Do you want me to hide my map from you?
What?
Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know. I'm lost.
Fucking hug the left wall. We'll get out eventually.
Or get to the bottom.
Nah, I blocked off the entrance.
Why would you do that?
Not on purpose, but I did.
Oh yeah.
You all turned into frogs.
You ain't going anywhere.
Okay, hug the right wall then. Jeez.
Back to the start again.
We're living in a giant lake now.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck, there's probably food down there.
So,
Let's go fishing.
Probably.
what
Truth.
do you want to
So
do?
if we follow the right wall.
Don't fucking work that out. Work out the room that we're in now.
Well, Scott's looking at the painting.
You wouldn't touch it.
You want to bet? I'll
Look,
touch it.
great.
Yeah?
All
Where,
through the crawl space!
what one are you looking at? So there's 3 paintings
Yeah, the
along
middle.
here. The one in the middle?
You become possessed.
So
Are you telling us what you see?
the
I'm
one...
touching it.
So you're looking at a goat-headed male figure who's holding sickles abreast, one in each hand. The one to your left is a goat-headed female who's holding tridents in each hand. The one to your right is a hawk-headed female who doesn't seem to be holding anything. But yeah, you make an investigation.
What if it's like the RuneScape puzzle where you have to carve weapons out of stone and put them in the right statue's hands?
5.
But these are paintings.
You walk up and
They're
just
still
like...
holding real weapons.
Just having these guys torn, you just walk up and you're like, boom, boom. It's wet, it's damp. There seems to be a lot of moisture on it, but
It's like
nothing out of the ordinary. It seems to just be painted over the stone.
It's like Mario, you go through it.
You would.
Was it a hawk or
That'd be
female?
Yeah.
The hawk-headed.
Go on, Scott,
yeah,
jump, run and
yeah.
jump into it.
Cool.
Beans.
Cool beans.
There's nothing really over there, is there? Other than more paintings.
Go through the water.
So now stood where you are, you can see there's a hallway that mimics the one that you came in through up the other end. I'd say looking through, you can also see that there's a crawl space similar to the one at this end, which
that
leads out
one?
that way as well.
You know whether there was the jackal head where we could only just see through?
Yeah.
That might be the other
Are you
side.
trying to like...
Yeah, that might come back here.
Okay.
Do you want
It's
to go
actually
that
not
way?
too far off on his map. So what are you doing?
Do you want to go that way then?
Okay, so you walk up to this archway, for starters. And basically you can now see that you're up to it. There's this wall of water in this archway. So this archway is like 10 foot high, probably 6-7 foot wide. And you can see the space, the water looks to be about a foot deep in terms of like
Yeah.
thickness. But it seems to just be placidly sort of a magical wall of water. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and step through?
I'll just put my hand through it first.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity save throw.
It's
Nat
acid.
20.
Really?
Sorry, it's a strength, but that won't affect you nat 20.
Now roll again.
Okay, so all of you watch as Ogamuk walks up and sort of peers through and reaches out and sort of goes to put his hand through. Immediately as he touches it, you can see the water erupts, Stargate style. It ruptures out. Scott, you're going to take 15 points of damage as this water immediately slams you
Jesus.
and throws you tumbling across the room.
You got one?
Dripping wet, he lands sort of back at the feet of you guys, looking pretty bruised and battered.
Is
That
the,
looked like it hurt.
is the water just back to normal now?
I guess
Yeah, so you can see like Stargate, it flies out, knocking him across the room, and then
What a nat 20.
and just sort of wobbles around.
Did fuck off.
Alright, now the
Yeah,
trick
that
is,
was with a nat 20.
the trick is to be really fast.
The trick is to
Don't
go through
punch
the
it,
crawl
just
spaces.
leg it.
The trick is to go through the crawl spaces.
No, that's less entertaining than running full bolt into the water.
Or just waterbend it.
OMG.
You had shape water, right?
That's a spell.
What's on that
I don't know if that's what it's actually
First
called, but it's something like
painting? I'm gonna look at the first painting.
I will. I'll actually wreck on that because I rolled too many die. What'd you take? 15.
Yeah.
Take 7.
Negative 15.
You heal from the water.
Sorry, I
It's healing
misread
water.
it.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's the best kind of water.
Yeah, Johnny, what's in that first painting? I'm gonna have a look at it.
The one on the left of like where Ogamuk was.
No, near the wall.
Oh, here.
Yeah, the left. Sorry.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It is an unarmed hawk female.
Oh, so has it got hawk female? Then the middle one.
So that's...
So you have a hawk. Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
Ah, okay.
That
So
one.
this one or that one? Okay, hang on. Let me.
The one that Scott's
That was a goat.
Yeah.
That was a...
Rip.
Damn, now we don't have any map. Look
Oh,
what
yeah.
we've done.
That
Yeah.
was the sick one.
rages out.
So, went,
Um,
so that went from left.
so
to
there's
The goat was in the middle,
Goat.
and then there was a...
frog,
Hey, you reckon we should throw something into the water?
hawk,
Same thing probably happened. What?
If...
hawk.
Get a
Tim.
frost arrow. Freeze the top of it so the water stops flowing. Break out the
Go on.
Uh,
Do it.
go.
Do it
Oh,
right now.
I just realised this is
shoot
a
it.
mirrored room, so it's the same on both sides. So on the south wall,
No, do it right now. Shoot a frost arrow at the top.
Let's see if I can roll a frost arrow.
panther,
You basically got
got
infinite
this.
chances, so...
lizard.
Fire ain't gonna do shit.
No, but if you
Next
shoot
one.
it into water, it's gonna go out.
Frost.
Stork. Sorry, so that's basically the order, and then it's mimicked on the other side. The same sort of thing.
Go on, shoot it now.
I need to put a proper base on that mini.
So can you see the water falling from the top?
No, it just seems to be it's just enclosed in this.
Ah,
archway.
so it's not like a waterfall. It is just...
it's just still water, just
Okay.
sort of gently, sort of bouncing
Shoot
back and
it
forth.
anyway.
I'm gonna shoot my frost arrow that I just rolled.
Yeah, yep. Your what arrow? Sorry.
Frost arrow?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try and freeze the water.
Okay. Yeah. You make it. Yeah. Make an attack roll.
You
18.
missed the water.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a like 10 foot by 6 foot body of water. It's not hard to hit.
Like a boat.
But yeah, you could see your arrow sort of. It sort of penetrates the water, and you can see fleckles of ice sort of splinter off it into the water, and the arrow continues through and crink, crink, crink into across the stone on the opposite side.
So it doesn't go boom.
Called it.
Well, it's gotta be a person
What if you shoot the top of the wall?
Wait, does that mean?
at the top of it.
Mm.
By the top.
So then the arrow sticks into something.
Alright, now I have a really bad idea.
Or hit
You
something
can't
and
stick an arrow in a
activates.
stone.
If it has to be
Or
a
it hits it
person,
and
do you think
activates.
if I hold my water skin up to it, fill it up, fill it, we can remove the wall?
Or use the jug, fill the entire room up with water, and then swim through.
I feel like that's somehow even worse for me.
It definitely activates when it hits something.
No, but he shot an arrow through it, so it's fine. It needs to be a person.
If only we had a raven to get to fly through.
Well,
Is he
needs to be-
still freezing the water?
What?
Well, is the
arrow-
Basically, as the arrow pierced through, you could see flakes of ice sort of begin to sort of take effect. The arrow passed through, and then slowly it sort of melted back into just water.
So the arrow went through the wall. Fine.
without the maybe it just hates orcs. The rest of us can go through.
It's a racist body of water.
Everyone stand back. I'm gonna touch it with mage hand.
Well, we're fine where we are.
Alright, cool. Touch with the mage hand.
Yeah, so the hand goes up and sort of, what would it
How
do?
big the
Yeah,
mage hand?
it's the
That
size
size
of
of
the
the
hand, yeah.
Like their hands?
Yeah, he like or
Size of
her
bands.
hands aren't much different to say yours.
Yeah, I always imagine it kind of like
Master.
hand. Like,
Just
not,
Yeah, but no, that's
not
what I
massive,
always
but like
thought.
slightly bigger than a regular hand.
That's what I always thought.
It doesn't specifically say, so it's whatever size DM determines.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we'll come back to it. But the hand goes up and sort of goes to touch it, and you can see as it sort of the fingers break the water surface. Sort of, you don't instruct it to go in, but it sort of almost gets sucked in and dissipates into the water. You can see the magical bluey sort of form of the hand dissipate and get dissolved into the water.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's a bad idea.
Feed it the
Bad idea,
paintings.
Tim. Turn somebody into a gas. Try and go through it.
Alright, next idea.
The skull's just sitting there the whole time going, go on, touch it. You won't touch it. Touch it.
You
touch
touch
it.
it.
Touch
You
it.
touch it.
Touch it.
You touch
Touch
it.
it.
You touch
Touch
it. You
it.
touch
Touch
it. You
it.
touch
These
it.
two are just.
Can I sneak up behind the skull and try to grab it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to roll a stealth.
Yeah, make a stealth and a dex as you try and sneak up and grab it.
Well, stealth is bad. 5 stealth.
Okay, so as you sneak up, before you even try and grab it, you're like sneaking up and you raise your hands and it just full like rotates upside down and this upside down skull's just sitting there looking at you. What you doing?
I'm gonna try and grab it anyway.
Yeah, sure.
8.
Wouldn't matter if you're
Yeah,
on 20.
you reach out and like, so yeah, you're not aware of this. That's why I made you make the roll. But even with an 8, you reach out and you're confident you're going to grab it. And as you go to do it, it's almost like a force field sort of pushes as you try and grab and pushes the skull out of your grasp. Yeah. And he sort of floats away like,
I wanted to make you touch it.
You touch it.
No, you touch it.
And he just, the
What if you
whole
put it in
time you guys are doing it, he's just floating around. Touch it, touch
What if you
it,
what?
touch it.
If you put a net around the skull
You touch
and
it.
then tighten the net,
Does anyone have a net? Alright, I'm gonna mage hand and give it a coin, and then make the mage hand touch the water with the coin.
I think we're overcomplicating
No.
this.
Science.
Okay, so you take your coin, the mage hand floats up, the coin begins to pass through, and then as soon as the fingers touch it, it dissipates again.
what happens to the coin?
The coin you see slowly sort of floats down and rests on the bottom underneath the water now.
Go get the coin.
Ooh, coin!
No wonder you aren't finding any treasure. You're leaving more treasure here than you're taking.
Shut up.
No,
Feel free to go grab it if you want.
no.
Question.
Yeah.
So the animals themselves
Mhm.
are the same that side.
Yep. They're mirrored, so this one
Mirrored.
would be stork, then lizard, then panther.
Are the weapons they're holding the same on the other side?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they're exactly the same. Like looking through, you would assume that it's almost an exact mirror image.
Like
almost.
everything looks to be.
Keyword
Same.
or
You can make a perception, sure.
Yeah,
make
I
a
was just
perception.
thinking that there'll be something different that we have to mirror on this side.
Is that
No,
I?
I'm just
While
gonna
they're
try
all
and remove the
investigating, I'll
water.
just
Can I make
Climb
a
into
perception
Yep.
check, Johnny?
Yep.
Can I make one?
Fuck me!
Because Lockie can't do fucking shit. 12?
So the way, one of the things that I was going to say, with perception it's fine because you're both sort of looking, but basically to sort of get away from, oh, he failed it, I'll do it, or he failed it, I'll do it sort of thing, because that gets kind of boring. Basically, if you're like looking for something, if you're both doing it, one person will do it with advantage as you're assisting them rather than just everybody rolling.
Okay.
So we'll just get away from like everybody rolling.
Yeah.
To try and like find something. on the
somebody's
roll,
gonna
that sort of
pass.
thing. Yeah, because it just becomes a bit lame. But yeah.
Well, I've got +5 on
Johnny's
perception.
playing text-based Minecraft.
Gassed.
Oh no.
while I'll investigate in the room, I'll go down the crawl space.
Okay, sure. You make your way down the crawl space, and you can see this crawl space gets more and more sort of just untidy and unkept. There's a few cobwebs and that hanging. It looks like nobody's been through here for quite some time. And you make your way through, and you enter. You have you're half orc. You've got dark vision. So you make your way through. Your color sort of drains from your vision as it gets darker and darker. But you make your way into this sizable room, maybe 20 foot by 20 foot, and you can see in one corner, leant up against the wall, is a skeleton, a leather backpack, sort of still resting on his shoulders, sort of resting against it on the wall. You can see like a half-open tome that looks like it's probably fallen out of his hand, resting next to him. But this skeleton is covered with cobwebs. Looks like he's been here forever.
Does it have a head?
Yeah, head's still attached. Just looks like a humanoid head, maybe a human or an elf.
Rip off the head, give it to the golden skull.
I am your long lost brother!
Can I cast Mage Hand again?
Yep.
Give it the water skin.
Yes.
And get it to fill it up without touching the water so that the hand doesn't touch it.
Yeah, okay. So it sort of grabs it on the wider part and it goes to scoop it. So, yeah, you see it like scoop in and it comes back and you sort of take it, but there's nothing in there.
Damn.
Looks like it's sort of scooped through, but nothing has entered the flask.
Damn.
Or the skin.
What about the infinite urn?
Nah, that's magic and the Mage Hand went... So I don't want the magic to disappear in the thing.
I don't want the magic to wobble wobble.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty bad. Dubstep door.
I keep touching this microphone because it's in a new spot. I'm worried that it's crackling. Sure. What's everybody want to do?
So wait, that tunnel's a dead end.
You've found that.
Get the tome.
You can see that where you've come in, there is this room, and then there's another crawl space on the opposite side, which continues.
Oh, I get it!
On the opposite side, that way or that way?
He's alive on the other side.
So basically, this continues down and then turns 90 degrees, and then there's a room,
Oh fuck, there's a turn in it.
and then the crawl space continues out the opposite way and keeps going this way. Audio's good.
Daxter, any idea of what the portal thing is?
Wonder if
Portal
any of the
thing?
9 gods know.
Hey Daxter, can you turn yourself into an object and then we can throw you through the water?
Turn yourself into a shark and swim through it.
So Dexter...
Hey Daxter, can you summon a bird and we can see if that triggers the
No,
water?
he can't.
So
You
Dexter's
can't.
sort of pacing up
I
and
was there when we
down.
killed it.
I don't remember.
Dexter's still heartbroken about his raven.
It's fine. We'll get him
Or
another one.
eagle, hawk, whatever.
We'll
it
get
is.
him another one.
Hedwig.
Dexter's sort of pacing back and forth up and down these images, and he's sort of looking at it and he says, well, I guess this is a puzzle similar to the other ones, right? The other ones have all included using stuff that's in the room
This is a dream of puzzle.
to solve it, right? So the only thing that's in this room is these weapons. He sort of gestures to like the sickles up on the wall. He's like, so I guess that would have something to do with it? I don't really know what, but...
Did we not notice anything different in the other room with our perception check?
What did you roll? Sorry?
I got 12.
Okay, no, you look through and it does appear to be exactly the same. You can't pick anything that's out of the ordinary.
Right.
Except for this.
So
one
what
bloke
you're
with the
saying
red
is
white shirt.
Yeah.
we should get the sickle
Where the
and
fuck
put that
did
in
you
the
pull
water.
that from?
Sorry?
Yes.
Just get the sickle and put that in the water.
His butthole.
Are you saying this to Daxter?
Yeah.
Or, he's like, well, maybe. I mean, all of the others have been related to a certain god. There's no god here to indicate what it is, so I don't know. I would suspect if this was... And he sort of like gestures to like the frog. Who was the frog god? Was it Kuvazan?
Nang Nang.
Nang Nang.
A little frog
He's like,
boy.
if this was Nang Nang's
Technically
tomb, I would
both
assume we would take the weapons from the frog and maybe that would deactivate it. But
We're already
there's
gonna
nothing
roll.
here to go on.
Right,
I don't know.
We've got Nang Nang. Was there a goat god?
No.
Was there a hawk god?
No.
Was there a lizard god?
Maybe? I think it was a stork. No. There was already a bird. That was Papa's, right?
Yeah, that's my boy. The big bird.
And there's already a panther.
Which is Shikami.
So lizard.
Ask one of your fucking 18 gods if they can feel any of the other gods' presences here.
So generally, unless I bring it up, they don't have anything to say.
Alright, lizard god or hawk?
So I mean, you ask,
sorry.
but he just says.
Fell that through the fucking floor.
Yeah, same.
You ask, but Shigambi's just like, I don't know anything of this. I've never seen this before.
Hey.
But Dexter's like, well, it's wet. Are any of the gods wet?
Frogs?
If they meet me.
She got his children with blood.
Oh, come on.
That's good.
Alright, if we get
Oh,
it
maybe
wrong,
there
what's
was
the
a
worst
lizard.
that'll happen?
So what's the stork holding?
Is the lizard a snake?
The storks are holding hand axes.
Is
What
there-
was Ijan?
I don't know, you're the one with the notes.
Illusion.
So the frog's the only one that's not holding something?
The hawks are not holding anything.
Frog and the hawk. And they're both on the same side.
Same side, same position, closest
But
to
everything else is holding
Alright, let's
something.
take the goat's version then. Because then that entire side will have no weapons, right?
Sure.
No.
The frog and the hawks are on the same side. That has nothing. That has nothing.
Why does the frog have nothing?
You said the frog has nothing?
No, the frogs have tridents.
Oh, okay.
We'll take the opposite one.
What the fuck was that?
Scott.
Yeah, it's Scott doing something.
What if you take,
I can throw an arrow.
Okay,
quicker.
opposite diagonally or opposite across?
well, one of both?
So, not weapon, 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 not weapon. Stork's not holding something, is it?
No,
Stork's
They're all
not.
holding something apart from the hawk.
Oh, fuck. There was that one puzzle that we didn't actually do.
We didn't do any puzzles. What do you mean?
No, that one particular
The
one.
one that was a parkour puzzle? The like,
They were all solved by
Oh,
a movable
yeah.
rod or a tiny hut.
Or
Perfect
a
idea.
mage hand.
Tiny hut.
Tiny
in the
hut,
fucking-
tiny hut!
That is
Yeah.
magical and it dispels magic.
Yeah, I know, right? And it's also not flowing, so the hut's not going to actually affect the water. The water will just be in the hut.
You've already thought about this, haven't you?
No, I just imagined, like, casting the hut, the water's in the hut, you touch it, and it explodes inside the hut.
Oh,
Just instantly kills everyone.
just scrambles everybody.
That would be amazing. Please,
What's the-
by all means.
Why would we stand inside of it?
What else are you going to do?
Because if I leave the hut goes away.
Only he does.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
So, what do you want to do?
No offense to
Ogamark,
your
what are you
character.
doing in that hole?
Fuck you.
I said no offense.
Nah, fuck you.
Has anybody got a spare weapon that isn't a trident, a hand axe, or anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 5-inch undead gorilla tooth of destruction.
Same.
What?
He has a tooth from the gorilla.
Yeah, okay, that's not gonna pass.
There's
Right, I have a
zero.
rapier.
Or a dagger.
Do you want to place the rapier in the hawk's hands?
You can see the hawk doesn't have anywhere to place anything.
Doesn't
What
have
if I
arms.
stab it in the head?
That's what you meant by
No, they're
unarmed.
painted. So the people are painted, but then where their hands are, there is like iron brackets where
Oh.
weapons are mounted.
What?
What did you think was happening?
I wasn't really sure.
Well,
So there's no iron bracket where the hawk's hands.
No, there's nowhere. They're just like doing a pose, not holding anything.
I'm gonna go
essentially.
push the hawk like painting and see if there's anything different about it.
Okay, so you go up
You're about to fucking die.
and
Yeah.
you touch, or you reach out to touch the hawk painting. As you touch it, it shimmers away and disappears. Behind it,
Jeez. We figured it out.
We did it, boys.
behind it is an alcove containing a plinth, which resting on it is a crystal eyeball, about an inch in diameter.
I'm gonna put it in the skull.
Yes.
It's pale purple in colour.
We've got to construct the skeleton.
And then we use it to fight the Solvonka.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit,
But yeah.
that'd be cool.
So you have a purple crystal eye.
It's like Hangman.
What was the skull's name?
Arrow?
Yakka.
Yakka.
Oh, Yakka, I found you an eye.
Yeah, so
You want to wear it?
you were saying that, was that you? What the fuck was that?
What?
As you say that, Yakka's sort of like full flight, like over to you. He's like, see, told you there was treasure. Is that mine?
Is it yours?
Maybe. Let's put it in my eye.
Let's go.
Go on.
You just like jam it in there, it just rolls back out. You sort of catch it. He's like, well,
We tried.
we tried.
Damn, what a shame.
Hmm.
Now do we put the eye in the water?
So when do I get my cut?
Can you...
Well, we've got no treasure to cut, dude.
We'll find you a body.
Yay! He sort of like does a few spirals.
I was going to suggest that we can cut the eye off now and give it its share.
Cut the eye up.
Shatter it, give it some shards.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it is. Hey, do you reckon I should put the eye in the water? You reckon that's a terrible idea as well?
I think we wait for that
So
and
wait,
find what else is in this
so
room.
the eye's purple.
Yeah, it's got like a faint. It's a crystal, but it's got a faint purple tinge to it. Yeah.
Since you're touching everything, go touch the other one that's unarmed.
That was the only unarmed one.
That's the only unarmed one on this
How
side
many
of
times
the
have I
water.
fucking- Jesus Christ.
I mean, I can go touch all the others if you really want.
I've already
No.
hit one of them and nothing happened.
May as well. Scott's touched one. Touch it with the eye.
Stick the eye in the other skeleton with the backpack.
We don't know about that.
That's just a normal skill. I think.
Yeah, you guys don't know about that. That's the other thing I want to sort of not cut down on. It's not like you just do it too much, but
Metagaming.
just well, it's not even metagaming, but like, well, it is to a degree, but like helping when your character's not there, that sort of thing.
Wait, you still in there?
As far as I know.
I've got to pick up the tomb.
Okay.
What,
Time.
there was a
Scott just picks up the Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, you pick it up and you can
Can't
see,
soul money's underneath.
looking through it, there's
We're free.
a few like notes scribbled in it in common. And like starting on the first couple of pages, a lot of the ink has faded to the point that it's pretty much unreadable. But you flick through to some later pages and you can see some of the notes are, related to getting through some of the tomb up to this point. You can see he's made his way down the hallway that you've just come from and that sort of thing. The later notes, though, you can see he's writing about the room, and it says, found this wet room, impassable wall, I've lost the others, can't figure out how to pass this point. Alcove, crawl space on the rear wall. And you can see he scribbles on and you flick through a few more pages, find another one, which continues to still haven't found a way through the water. Rations are running low. This room seems safe enough. Nobody passes through here. It goes on to say, I found another crawl space from this room. It leads through into what seems like another puzzle. I don't want to venture that way until I solve the wet room.
So you start to death. Rather than go.
Yeah, you go through another couple of pages and it finds ran out of rations today. Don't know what to do. I'll have to try the water one more time. And yeah, you can just see there's no more entries after that. It looks like there doesn't seem to be any physical damage to the skeleton, and it looks like he probably just crawled back in here and died.
I'll come back in. Tell them what I found.
Yeah, cool.
There's another way leading I haven't been over, but the tomb says tomb says it's just another puzzle,
Fucking B's and E's.
which seems to be unrelated to this.
Is it unrelated?
Let's find out.
In the next
We
episode.
need to, I just remembered because I saw scrolls. We need to re-roll those scrolls that
Oh,
we
yeah.
had.
Well,
I love Apple Scrolls.
So, we found more than he did already, though.
That guy, yeah. Let's touch all the other paintings. I can go wrong.
sure, I touched the lizard.
Yeah, you touch it, it's like damp and sort of slick with wet and sort of almost grime, but nothing happens. Some of the paint almost sort of trails where
This
you
one's a
wipe your hand
painting.
down it.
Touch the pen. The next.
Yeah, so you walk
It's a
around to the
painting.
other five,
There's no
slap
more
them.
secret.
your hand feels very oily and wet now. But
What
aside from
happens if you
that,
try to
I reckon I
like,
should wash it in the water.
you know what you should try and do?
What?
Hold the eye up and try and look through the crystal.
Let's go.
Holy shit, that's
Yep.
actually a really damn good idea.
yeah,
I
no, you,
look through the eye at the water.
yep. Okay, yeah. So you do that. Make a religion check for me.
Might be a gem of true
This is
sin.
the first time I've ever rolled religion, I'm pretty sure. 4.
Okay, you can see looking through it. Not much seems to change, except you move it down, look through it, move it down a few times, and you swear you can see some sort of a figure in the water when you peer through the eye. But you don't recognise who it is. It's hard to make out.
Right, I'm going to look at the paintings now. See if there's any.
Yeah, you look around. Nothing seems to stand out looking at the paintings.
Do you see anything?
Well, the paintings are just paintings, but someone's in the water.
Somebody's
May
in
I
the
have
water.
a look?
No.
I'll give it back.
No.
You can even hold it up to my eye if you want.
Just hand it over.
Yep.
Can I have a look at the water?
Yes.
Tell 'em.
Make a religion check.
I hope so, that'd be cool.
I'd say you can do it with advantage.
Oh, here we go. 2 1s coming up.
Being a
off.
scholar of religion-esque things.
Yes.
Do that 20!
He's got 20/20 vision!
Holy shit!
Oh, that'll test out the compressor. I don't know if that topped or not. But.
Holy shit!
23.
No, 43.
46 if you feel generous.
Wait, no, you don't double your multiplier. It's 43.
Yep.
Put them up to your eyes, you got 20/20 vision.
You know how useless that is, though.
Yep.
What do you mean? It's amazing.
He knows exactly who that fucking god is, when it first came into fruition, like what they've done, their entire history.
Fucking can have a conversation with it now.
So,
He doesn't actually follow Helm anymore, he follows this new god.
so you peer through and you definitely see a very faint figure of a man standing there. It's very hard to make out, but with your
Fucking 20s!
like your education and your training when it comes to religion, you definitely recognize it as being a god. And if D&D Beyond would work for me, I would explain.
How
Guess a
fucking
god.
starts communicating with me and tells me exactly who it is.
No, just start beating you off now.
And I'm
Oh,
beating
come
me up.
on, please.
Like, fucking do better, you shitty paladin.
Yeah, you're a fucking bad paladin.
Yeah, you little misspelled.
Nah,
Yeah.
gotta do what's
You
necessary.
should just be Oathbreaker and break your oath.
I tell you what, D&D is fucking fantastic, but they desperately need to fix their iOS app because it
Maybe
is
'cause
fucking terrible.
Nobody else uses it. As I hold an iPhone.
Don't even start me on
What?
iPhones because I will fucking explode.
You're not holding an iPhone.
Yeah.
So I found it finally. Peering through,
What?
you recognise the large figure as Telos,
fuck.
the god of storms.
He has a
Um,
principle, right?
Here's a principle.
Yeah, isn't there a shitty game?
So
Oh,
you would know, he is the god of storms. He
Okay.
normally has power over lightning, thunder, rain, water, that sort of thing. And he's nearly always depicted with a trident. The thing that strikes you as odd is he's not holding one.
Put the trident that the frogs are holding in the water.
Put the frog in the water.
Put the water in the frog. Frog the water.
So I assume you told us that it's your boy Talos, right?
Well, not my boy, but yeah.
It should be your boy. The god of storms? That sounds sick.
Yeah, way cool. Fucking boy.
A cleric devoted to Talos would be pretty cool. Just saying.
Just saying.
might be the character I made just the other day
Oh, nice.
with an AC of 22.
Oh, that's the character I've got in the new campaign.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how it got the AC, but
Just fucking ask Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit or fucking.
pretty cool. So,
It's got full plate mail plus
Do I have to
dual
notes?
tower shields.
Power over storms, water, rain, thunder. Not holding a Triton. Needs one.
Needs one.
yeah.
Well,
What happens
I tell him, give him the Triton.
Triton.
Yep.
We're buying him a Triton. Hope he drives it.
Yeah, cool. So what do you want to do?
Is there one or two tritons on there?
There's one in this room. You can see there's one on the opposite side of the water as well.
It is caught on.
In
Is
the
it a dual cap?
mirrored.
Fuck up.
No, you just grab it and
Yeah. Go
Sure.
for it.
grab.
Yep, so you take it off. It looks like the frog holding it was basically holding it like a spear. So yeah, you lift it off.
Brum, brum.
What do you want to do with
Me
it?
and my mum's car.
God damn it. That went through my head as
I
well.
kind of want to twirl it around, but I also don't think I'm good enough, so I'm just going to hand it to the water.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you just want to like extend it out and sort of just give it to it.
Yeah.
So you
But-
sort of like hold it out.
I don't want to point the pointy bit at him because that's rude.
Okay, yeah. So you turn it around. you hold the handle.
It
out.
explodes. Tron goes through.
It sort of passes through. You sort of like open your grip to see if anything happens. It doesn't. It seems to just rest in your hands.
You just got to be holding the trident to go through the water.
But
Hold it like right next to your chest.
It's actually really good.
hold it like this, like through your
test it
chest.
out?
Sure, I'll do
I
it.
come back and give him the triton.
I'll take the trident.
Okay.
I'll walk through the water.
Okay. You walk up to it, holding the trident at your side and sort of gritting your teeth. The skull's going, yeah, do it. And you pass through. And you manage to pass through it and emerge the other side. You notice getting out the other side, you're not wet either. Completely dry.
Chuck the trident back.
Yeah, throw it at me, I'll catch it.
See, boys! Is there another trident on this side?
Yes.
I'll grab that trident.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be the same.
Walk through with both.
Well, I'll walk through both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give one trident to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk back through.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever else I gave it to, Santa, can come back
And
with
I'll
me.
should have taken the
through
crystal.
as well.
Sorry?
Should. Oh.
Why don't you
Come
just throw the
I don't
trident?
need the crystal.
Okay, I
Yes.
But if there's
throw
a
the
different...
triton through.
Yep. Is somebody there to catch it, or does it
Yeah.
just cling? Okay. Yeah.
You can literally just pass it through.
And I throw it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming one by one you pass through, toss it back.
How does the skull get through? Does Yaku can just float through it?
Yucca just floats straight through it.
Fuck you!
Wasn't even that hard. I don't know why he's made such a big deal about it.
I'll fucking try and
You should have let me throw you
Yeah,
into the
you
water.
try, like doesn't matter what you roll, you try, and he just vroom around your hand. It's like,
What if,
you
like-
guys stir, really easy.
Look, I tried
What if-
throwing you. I was going to throw you with the...
What?
What if we all five of us just try and jump on him at the same time?
Right, 3, 2.
As you like suggest that, he just like floats up to the ceiling and just looks down at you. He's like, he's just hollow eyes, just sort of glimly.
It's
looking.
alright, you'll forget before
And now
we
you're
do.
cornered.
Bit scared.
Alright, let's go through that little alcove cut out.
To the
Wall
left.
space.
Yeah, let's try the left one.
So the crawl space.
Yeah.
Another door.
Okay.
No, it's crawl space.
So,
Yeah, so you can see at the end of this hallway, there's a crawl space on your right, mirrored by the one Ogamuk went down,
which god
and
did
a
we
hallway, the same as the one you came down previously.
when we robbed his tomb?
Wait, what?
Confused.
Like, literally the first thing we ever did.
Oh. Fucked if I know.
Wait, what are you on about?
What?
You know when we went grave robbing, like before we even
Yeah.
met Light Kassan and that?
Yep.
What
Do
god
we
was
know
that?
what god?
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
Yeah, you do.
That
it was
was-
Paylor.
There you go.
See, and that's why I like homebrew.
The
because
reason
I can
I
recall
thought-
that off the top of my head.
The reason I thought Talos was Talos Var.
Tell us what. Sure.
I thought we were going to get fucked because we robbed
It's a
that.
good connection. There is actually a connection there.
He's fucking discovered the wheel.
I just fucking solved him.
Well, the tomb solved. Let's go home.
No, well, that's not Tomb of the Night. That was homebrew stuff. Not even mine.
Nah, that's it. We're done.
That's all that we came here.
Lucky
to
with
find
the 200
out.
IQ place.
So, what do you want to do? Are you going down the crawl space or are you going down the hole?
400. You're multiple.
Okay, so who's going first?
406.
You, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure.
So these guys are like chatting. You make your way down. The tunnel leads in maybe 20, 30 feet before it hooks around to the left, and you can see about 5, 10 feet ahead of you, it just stops.
Can I touch the dead end?
Yep.
Just to
yeah.
confirm that it's a dead end.
Yeah, make an investigation.
I want to do something.
Yep.
17.
Okay. You go up. You have dark vision as well. So, yeah, it's very dark in here, but you can see enough of the stone to sort of go up and sort of touch around and make sure it is legit. It seems to be. There doesn't seem to be any cracks or hidden doors or anything here. As you make your way back, though, sort of following the grooves along, you do notice, as you're running your finger along the joins in the stone, there is a point where on both sides there is a crack which goes from top to bottom in this crawl space on both sides.
I want to feel the roof.
Yep, so
himself in.
there is, so the same crack
Collapses.
joins across the top and the bottom.
I do not know what this means.
You're floating, Harry.
How good's my vision here at the moment? Can I like see stuff?
It's
or?
very difficult.
Right, is
You
there-
can see enough to make out what's happening,
Got
but
dark
it's
vision.
pretty dark.
Yeah, but dark vision.
Yeah, no. I don't.
If it's almost pitch black, so dark.
I'm just going to
vision
touch my
is really
jacket and cast light. I'll touch whatever
Yep.
I'm wearing.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So your jacket illuminates this orange,
blind yourself.
like yellowy white light. And suddenly, it's extremely bright in here. A couple of
Super
centipedes sort of skimmer away into some cracks.
Have you seen episode 2
um,
of Vera?
But, yeah, looking at it now, you can see there's probably like a centimetre gap the whole way around this crawl space. And like looking through, you can't see anything. It does just seem to be dark in there.
It takes to turn
But,
into
yeah.
gas.
Get Dexter to turn himself into gas. That
Yeah,
sounds
even
deadly.
better.
Right, I come back out.
Yep.
Crawl back out. Be like, hey, there's a dead end to that tunnel and a weird little slit that goes all the way around, and I don't know what it does. Do you guys know anything about?
Slits.
Slits.
Yeah.
Looking.
I'm looking for someone who's proficient in slits.
Let me get this checked out by a guy who's an expert in slits.
Let me call my buddy.
Yeah.
So as I'm assuming you're going to head down the hallway, unless there's anything else you want to do in here?
Yeah. Can I touch the hawk painting on this side?
You can. You go up, you touch it, and it dissipates, revealing the same thing, a plinth and a crystal eye. This one, blue. Blue? What was that one? Purple, wasn't it? This one is another colour.
I'm stupid.
Why?
I crawl back down the hole once I realise.
Yep.
Then I look through the eye at the crack.
Yours is green.
Green.
You look through the eye, and it just makes it even worse. You just can't see anything at all.
Cool, I crawl back.
Yeah.
Different god gives it a different.
So if I look
Place.
through the eye at the water, do I see anything?
You see a very faint outline of a person stood there.
Is it similar to what they've described?
Yeah. Yep. Vaguely.
Yeah, you'll have the
Oh, give us the other crystal. Look for both of them.
Okay.
Can you catch?
Yeah?
You're going to actually throw it?
Okay.
There you go, you caught
Okay,
the
yeah,
eye.
you managed to catch it.
Fuck yeah. Can
Don't
we,
need a roll, dexterity.
next time we're in combat, can I have that sword and you have the other sword?
I nearly take you up on that. You hold them both up to your eye, and you can see quite clearly the outline of something you've probably seen around before, a depiction of, like, seeing various depiction of gods in chapels, churches, monasteries, that sort of thing. But yeah, you can see pretty clearly now an outline of a god.
Can I describe him and ask if...
If only someone had a purple set.
Yeah, that would be cool.
There is a
I did
purple
have a
set
purple
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Anyway.
But they don't have a green set.
Anyway. What are you doing?
Start looking.
Okay, sure.
I'll look
Yep.
around the room,
Try
see
and
if I
talk to
can.
him.
Yeah, you look around. Nothing else
This is the only.
seems to stand out.
Stop talking. You went to the middle one.
Talk to him.
Hello?
You remind me of someone who's trying to do a Gilbert Godfrey impression when you did that face.
I'm assuming he's not going to respond. It's just kind of for the puzzle. Like he's.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be moving. He's just an image in the water.
Punch him.
No,
Talk to him.
Stab him.
I did. He didn't respond.
You wouldn't kill a god.
You wouldn't kill a god.
I would.
You wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't download a god.
You wouldn't download a car. Fuck Earth, I would if I could.
Okay, what are you doing? What is everyone doing?
Something to do.
Um,
What do you reckon's back through the other one though?
Back through the other what?
Crawl space. On the other side of the skeleton.
Another puzzle.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
What
do
is
we
that?
know that they're not related?
there
Or
could have
was he
been a
just-
sarcophagus in
Or
there.
was he just too much of a pussy to
He
not
knew
go
it was
through?
another puzzle.
Let's go. Grab the trident and walk through.
yeah, you make your way back through.
You guys want to check out the other?
Yeah, there's could be a sarcophagus in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you.
Cool. I throw the.
What's
I
wrong?
throw the
What if you
trident
just
through.
like have the
What if
trident in the
everybody
middle?
holds it?
No, just have it like in the middle and you just touch it and then walk through and then okay.
Nah, that's not safe. Possibly.
Dax is like, as he like picks up the trident that you threw through, he's like, "This works. Let's not risk it." And walks
Yeah.
through, tosses it back. Hey, we found a solution to, as he's like walking down the hallway away from you. He's like, "We found a solution. Let's fuck with it and try something else."
How many times has that come up this week, Tim?
The skull's like, "Yeah, good plan."
There's always more than one solution though. Could be a better solution. Just not Scott's
Is
one.
there always more than one solution there?
Well, if you think about chemical solutions.
Or what about maths?
Ask Tim why.
Well,
In some sense,
hasn't got
2
a
plus
Prius.
2 and 2 times 2. Both equal to 4.
I remember getting in trouble
And then-
in maths class for having the right answer but no working out. So I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
that's fucked how they do that.
yeah.
Show us how you got there. Doesn't matter.
So
You can't give me half marks for not showing it. I got the right answer. Fucking
what?
idiot.
So is everybody heading back?
Yep.
Okay. And are you going through first?
Sure.
What if I try to put both the eyes in Yucca?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Yucca! Got some eyes!
He flies down from one end of the hallway back to the other
And now-
just stops right in front of you. He's like,
When the eyes are in, grab.
I'll try and put.
yeah. So you put him in, and he like rolls back a little bit so that they stay rolling in his socket. He's like, thanks, and turns around and like flies off back down to the other end of the room.
Can you see anything?
No! As he punk into a wall, the crystal eyes fall onto the ground and roll around. He's just like, and just flies down the crawl space.
We'll get there one day. We'll get there one day, Yucca.
So you make your way down through the crawl space. While is everybody else just making their way through the water?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys do that. You make your way into this room again. Same thing, about a 20 by 20 foot room. There's no light in here. It's covered with cobwebs. There's a skeleton in the corner.
Light.
Yep, yeah, you light it up. Same thing though. Like there doesn't seem to be anything in here aside from the skeleton. And yeah, you can see on the opposite side you came in. There's another crawl space which leads out.
Right, I'm gonna go. Wait, I'm gonna wait for the others to get to me first, and then go through that.
Okay. Yep. So unless anybody is doing anything, you will make your way through.
Coming.
Dexter comes through. The skull comes rushing past him. Whoa! Look at this guy. He goes over and knocks the skull off the skeleton, and then he sits there and like you and Dexter see him go limp. As you guys make your way through, you come into this room, which is now brightly illuminated by Xenos light.
Nice.
And yeah, into this small room. As you all make your way in, you like cast your eye over the skeleton and he just
Ah!
skull pops up.
Stab it. It's a skeleton.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Move your arm.
No,
Why not?
cause.
Because
It's
I'm
really,
dead.
it's really, yeah.
I bet you can't.
I keep forgetting that he doesn't have eyes. He's like, yeah, but I bet you can't fly around endlessly wherever you want.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
How?
Because I haven't seen you fly around.
You don't have eyes.
I can still see you.
How?
He just flies away. You can see his jaw like opens and then just shuts, flies away. So he flies like down through the tunnel where you guys were headed. What do you want to do?
Follow.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's going through? Who's going through first?
Well, I was probably near there already, so I actually might be first again.
Okay.
I'm probably in the back.
I am at the front. You want to toss me your shield? No, you want to toss me my shield?
No, it's mine now.
Okay, so as you make your
We made a fair
way
trade.
through this
You
crawl
won't be a
space,
shield.
you come out
Okay,
on
Once we
the
get out
far
of here, you won't be a
side,
shield.
and as you make your way through the sort of dampness sort of subsides, and you come back to the familiar dry stone. And as you step out, you find yourself on a balcony overlooking an incredibly long open pit, essentially. You see on the far side, there's another balcony, so two sort of facing each other at the like long ends of the hallway. Between the balconies, though, you can see there are 5 wooden platforms, seemingly just floating in midair. Each one around about 10 foot diameter. And you can see
Parkour puzzle.
Buckle.
directly above the balcony you're on, and you see the same thing at the far end. There is a torch just magically floating above the balconies. And you can also see
A cube.
puzzle cube. Puzzle cubes that I've never got around to finishing. You can see on the balcony with you is a large statue, around about 15 foot tall. It's quite large, of a hulking fiend with furled wings and clenched fists. Next to him is a lever, which is quite rusted over. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while, but it's in the up position. Looks like with enough force it could probably be forced down.
Hey,
Pull the lever, Gronk.
hey, Yucca, you want to fly over to the other balcony and see if there's anything cool over there, and then come
Yeah,
back and
sure.
tell us?
He flies out and then ah,
Oh, Jack is gone.
and his scream just dies off as he disappears into the seemingly bottomless abyss of this pit.
Cast light on a stone or a coin. And
I hope he's gone.
Even though he's way pissed down.
Is the balcony like rectangle or round? Like
Sorry?
semicircle? The balcony's a semicircle or straight?
Oh, God, I just pinched a rib laughing.
Okay, how exactly?
Wasn't that funny?
I know.
Yeah.
The balcony you're stood on is probably about 5 foot like deep, like from the stone wall
Glass.
out to the front, which has like a bit of a handrail around it, and probably about 25 feet wide.
Yeah.
So there's more than enough room for everybody to comfortably stand on there, but it's not that big.
How wide's the rest of the room?
The rest of the room is approximately 30 to 35 feet, sort of thing.
So the balcony goes most of the way across.
Yeah, and at a guess, looking down like the length of the room, you'd guess it's maybe 100 feet long.
Shit.
Are there any rocks on the ground or anything that I could pick up?
Not really, but you could probably pry like a bit of mortar or something out of the brickwork if you wanted to.
What?
What are you two giggling at?
Who knows?
Can you get rid of your dirty mo? It's so weird.
I love it.
Making Minecraft noises.
Yeah, I'll rip some out, cast light, and stop it down.
Okay,
Ooh.
So, just give me
You're being a ghast.
1 second.
That was quite clearly a cow.
I didn't know if you went moo or.
The ghast goes.
Not bad.
What about a pigman?
Oh fuck no.
Same thing but deeper, basically, isn't it?
Okay, so yeah, you cast light on this like bit of mortar and drop it down, and you can see it falls 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. You would guess it's probably fallen about 60 feet when you see the light just go out.
Like instantly, or like because it's fallen too far?
Looks like it goes instantly. What's
your
your passive perception?
11.
Okay.
Sounded like a frog with downs.
That's the other thing I'm going to really try and stop asking obvious questions.
Why?
Well, because a lot of the time I'll be like, what's your passive perception when there's something to be spotted?
Yeah.
A lot of that. That's another thing with D&D Beyond. I want to have that stuff.
But
here
then,
so
like,
I don't have to ask
how can we
questions.
say out of nowhere, oh, passive perception's this? I see it. So, like, you'll have to know what it is and, like, trigger it automatically.
Yeah.
Because we can't constantly, every room, my passive perception is this. Do I recognize
We
anything
could.
with it? Well, we could. They get really annoying.
Well, no, because in that case, you don't use your passive perception if you're looking for something. You
Yeah,
use your
no, but-
perception. It's more for me to say, well, as you're walking along, you
Yeah.
notice X.
So then you really do need it written down.
Yeah, well, I should have it written down here. It's a really common thing.
So does the
What's
floating
he
wood
asking?
look like it's within
What's he
jump
asking?
distance?
Well, if it's 100 feet
Yeah. It looks like they vary. They seem to be moving ever so slightly, sort of just randomly floating about. They seem to vary from about 6 to 12 feet. They're floating at about the same level as the balconies.
Are they staggered in a straight line?
They're sort of scattered around a little bit. They're obviously in a fairly straight line, as this hallway is sort of 100 feet long or so. But yeah,
Don't fly over it.
Yeah.
Levitate over it.
Don't do that either.
as you're like peering out, trying to see what's happening, this gold-plated skull.
What'd you find?
It's just a concrete floor down there. There's nothing down there.
Too bad.
Thanks.
How far down is it?
About
74 hits.
3 seconds of falling straight down. Won't you find out?
How fast do you fall?
He doesn't have eyebrows.
He
Uh,
moves the.
at approximately 40 feet every 6 seconds. Yeah. No,
So 20 feet.
like you would assume it to be about 60, 70 feet deep. It's quite deep.
Can't remember my constant acceleration for
Then what did the lights for?
Damn.
It just hit the ground and it was just
It'll be a
mortar.
Google.
No.
Say it's water.
Mortar.
Oh.
No,
Negates fall damage.
it's more water.
Fill the entire thing up and we'll swim across.
What gods do you have installed in you right now? You have Shigami.
Installed in you.
Shigami.
Like a hard drive.
Zero.
You had someone?
Yeah, Bird Boy.
Puppet
That one.
Who did
Jim's
Dexter
over.
have? Ijin, wasn't it?
Invisibility boy.
He had the snake one that makes him go invisible. Moa.
Moa. Okay.
And then you had
I have Ankh in the braces, but I haven't let him inhabit me yet.
Have at me.
and then I've got Wongo, Ejin and Nang Nang as well.
How long did he say? 3 second fall.
Okay. Yep.
how
Okay.
many?
Sure.
It's about 45 meters.
Don't know what he's going to tell me, but
Damn, 45
You.
meters. That's a fair
Yeah.
drop.
Eventually, I don't think it's that high a level.
fucking
You
know
can
it.
ask for help. Answering questions.
I'm pretty sure it's like 8.
What's this for?
I can ask home shit.
Do it.
Who's
I'm
no
not level
yet.
8.
Who's? What do you want to do?
Mage hand. Somebody should mage hand the wood and see what happens.
Yeah.
Or
Mage
pull the
hand.
lever.
No, that's deadly. It's going to
Crunk.
make the statue come to life.
Dex is
Let's
like, yeah, I
push
can
the
do
statue
that.
off
He
first.
summons his hand. It flies out. Sort of knocks one of the things and like recoils as if it's Daxter's hand. Sort of touches it and pulls back just in case. The disc sort of just bobs a little bit, stabilizes.
Put some pressure on it.
touches it, pushes it down. It seems to like the initial sort of weight of it seems to take it, and then it sort of stabilizes to the weight that he's pushing on it. And he sort of moves around, presses on it a few places, tries to knock it.
How movable does this big statue look?
This statue is huge, and it looks like it's made out of like granite or slate or something. It looks incredibly heavy.
So if 3 of us pushed really hard, we could push it off the balcony?
And then it'll shatter on the ground, and when it goes to come to life, we'll pull
You can
the
make
lever.
a Arcana check, seeing you're investigating it.
How much to put this in your nipple?
That one?
Okay, yeah, it's a statue.
How long's it going to stay there for?
What's your intelligence?
On your nipple? Or?
Not good.
8.
Yeah, you think a few of you could probably push it, yeah.
You guys want to push this statue off the balcony?
Yep.
Sure.
What's everyone's intelligence?
10.
10.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
My
What if we
intelligence
like
is
try to
16.
push it and it's actually not there and
So,
we just all fall into the...
These guys, you hear them, and you turn around and see 3 of them trying to shove this statue, which is clearly probably like 20,000 pounds. It's immense.
What
We're
if...
playing, guys. Stick to it.
Do I get to roll?
Thanks.
Do I get to roll?
What if we all get nat 20s?
Yeah. What then?
Sure, roll it.
Ready? Ready?
No, I'm not wasting that 20.
Nah.
Come on,
Go.
come on,
Let's
come
go.
on. 3.
I did my part.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott.
20.
So as you're pushing,
20, nat 20, what'd you get?
as you're pushing, you hear,
It's Daxter.
and you turn around, and like you're sure the statue is not moving, and you see Daxter sitting there, like waving his hand a little bit.
We tried.
I did the best I could.
What gives it away is the skull.
Wait, Yaki, you should try and push it over.
I'm smart enough to know that even with no eyes, you're not going to be able to move that statue.
But what if you try really hard?
With it running, just fly into it.
What if you ogre like the roll of 9 gods?
Sure, you try that.
No,
Good plan.
you can get a bigger run up because you can fly.
He flies over, lands on the first platform, and sort of rests on it, rolling around. He's like, "Look, I made it to the first platform."
Wait, you wouldn't shoot an arrow at him.
Make it to the second one.
Okay, flies over to the second one. Made it to the second one.
You won't keep going.
You just hear that echo.
Yaga.
He goes over to the third one. Yay!
You're almost there.
All right, catch up.
Let's go.
I want to see what the lever does.
It brings the statue to life.
Or does it move the
Neither one of them sounds good.
platforms? Are you actually going to run, Joel?
What if it just
I
makes
reckon I
it
can
into
make
a
it.
bridge?
How far is it again?
What?
To the first.
About
Take the rod with you.
12 feet.
Take the rod with you. If you fall, click it.
You got rod down.
That's not a bad plan.
I'm fucking coming up with some rippers tonight.
Or
Good
just,
work,
I'll
man.
tie. I'll
Hey.
tie. No, wait.
I'm going to make that a thing.
I'll just tie a rope around my waist and tie a rope to the statue.
Oh yeah, that way if you fall, you can bring the statue down the balcony.
And then you'll have even more momentum swinging down to smash into the wall.
What did I...
No, it's fine, because he'll fall, the statue will come and then squish.
Yeah. Kill 2 Ogamax with 1 stone.
Cool. You keep the rope. I'm tying a rope around myself.
Okay.
Tie a rope around the statue.
Just take the rod.
Yellow.
What are you doing? Going for
Because
a
then
run?
if you take the rod, the rope can go to the other side. Statue, immovable rod.
Okay, I'll take the rod as well then.
I don't have the road back.
Okay.
And I've tied a rope around myself and tied the other end around the statue.
Yep.
How long of
Sure.
rope do you have?
50 foot.
Does anybody else have 50 foot?
Fucking probably.
I don't have any rope.
First athletic check is a
1.
Damn.
plus 19, which is 20. I rolled a 19 and it's plus 1, so it's 20.
Oh.
You got the modifier, right?
I was like, where the fuck are you getting plus 19?
Yeah, I was like, God damn,
Yeah,
why have you not done athletics
You
more?
sort of like back up into the hallway you came from a little bit, or the nook sort of as far back as you can, and push off, get a
Fair
running
word.
jump,
Nook.
like planting your foot on the balustrade that sort of guards the fall,
Yeah.
and leap out and manage to, pretty easily make it to the first platform. It shifts a little bit, but it almost seems to move with you and help sort of catch the momentum from you jumping.
Do I get to like get a decent run up, or is it more of a steady jump?
It's 10 foot across. So if you were to back up to one side,
Yeah.
you could get, it seems like it.
Okay, let's go again.
Wow, as if you haven't watched it
Okay.
recently.
Not recently.
I think I watched it like 2
Nat
years
20.
ago. So.
So
You
21.
serious?
Yeah.
You've burnt a 19 and a 20.
On jumps.
Nah, it's fine. Your cousin's cat's named Drunk. That's the only reason I know.
I really
good
want to
movie.
channel my inner Kronk right now.
The TV show was pretty average,
Yes.
but the movie was good.
Are you right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, you back up,
you go.
sort of expecting the platform to tilt a little bit. Run, sort of allowing for the tilt of the platform, and jump. Yeah, manage to make it to the second one easy. Same thing. It sort of lands and then sort of sways with you to sort of take the momentum.
Cool. Let's go again.
Yep. Yeah.
14.
I can't remember what I was looking for here, to be honest.
It's right next to the one.
I've got distracted.
13.
Do I pull the
Where is my player's
lever?
handbook?
Should we pull the lever?
So wait, you jumped to the first one.
It's the first time I've
Second
had
one.
all 4 books open at once because I'm
Scott.
panicking.
Well,
Do the math.
12. How many?
I'm just trying to have a bit of rope together.
Yeah, but he's got 50 feet of rope attached to
I
it.
fucking hate these books.
He's gone 3/5 of the way across a 100 feet room. 100 foot room.
How far?
Check chapter 8. The book's divided into parts, ranging from 1 to 3.
Yeah, I feel like he should make a dex save at that point, right?
Didn't fit up.
Who's doing what?
Well,
Nothing.
his jump across that final jump that he just made would have taken him more than the 50 foot of rope. So mid-jump, he would have been like, stop.
Where are we?
Nah, it doesn't work like that. Because there's a 5 foot platform, and then 5 in between
20,
that.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So you land and like you make it to the next platform and like land, but as you go to like run out your like momentum, it catches you and you like almost fall backwards onto the like off the platform.
Quick math.
Damn good.
You did not even think of that.
It's now a bad time to say that I have a grappling hook.
That's fine.
No. So untie Scott's rope, put the grappling hook on the statue, then tie the end of the grappling hook rope to this end of Scott's rope.
Or tie the grappling hook to Scott's rope and then throw it.
Yeah.
Scott just goes, you miss. Scott goes down with it.
Yeah. Oh, you're up to my rope.
Can do. I tie my rope to Scott's rope.
Yep.
And then tie
Easy
the other
enough.
end.
What?
And then tie the other
Yeah,
end.
tie the other end to the statue.
Alright.
Okay, so you're
are you
now
gonna
you're
untie
now
his rope?
pulling behind you about 60 foot of hempen rope. You can feel the weight of it is beginning to
Hey.
Cast levitate on the rope.
Can't.
Why?
Once a day.
Cast levitate on the rope.
Dexter can't.
no, he's like I
Doesn't have it prepared.
Hmm?
Doesn't have it prepared.
Cast fly.
You can't just cast any spell whenever. Cool.
Can
We
we
already used it.
Let's go again.
Yeah.
another one?
Yep.
I get ready to grab
13.
the rope
13.
in case Scott
What
falls.
if we fed it to him?
You
Instead of
It's not
him
very
holding-
nutritious.
get the same back
him
up to the same
holding all the
position
weight.
and run, and you can feel that you're not getting the same pace that you were on the previous jumps. And you jump and you just barely make it. I want a dex save as you try and cling to the platform.
17.
Okay, yeah, you manage to jump and you can see that you're falling short. And you reach out and grab onto this platform. They're wood, so you manage to get your fingers into like some of the joins and manage to hold on and pull yourself up. But you imagine the next one with this rope is going to be pretty difficult. You've now got about 70, 80 foot of rope dangling between you and the balcony.
Can we help?
I wonder if I could just tie like a hand axe to the end of the rope. And then just throw the rope across the end.
No. Because it'll just go.
This whole time he's doing this, by the way, the skull is just bouncing up and down on the lever, going, you won't do it. You won't do it. You won't do it. You won't do it.
It just.
You just hear this
Just
constant.
forms into a bridge.
He's
Just-
gonna fucking knock it.
Just turns that way. And
So
it's just a
essentially, I have to
long
roll
bridge.
higher than the 12.
Hmm?
Essentially, I reckon I'll have to roll higher than the 12.
Did
Hey.
you still have Bardic Inspiration?
Nah, I use this as
Can you cast Bardic Inspiration on him from here?
Nah. Too far, I reckon.
Jump.
Jump.
Why the
motherfucker,
fuck
jump.
would I jump?
Fly.
Exactly.
Fly.
Sorry.
Fly and hold the rope up.
No, this is fun to watch.
Might.
Are
Probably.
you fucking being
fucking-
serious?
I was looking in here for something. I can't remember what because I got
fine.
distracted.
This bard is the dumbest person I've ever met.
Hey, I'm not the one that tied 700 feet of rope to
He,
me.
with
then
an
this-
intelligence of 8, he quite possibly could be.
Yeah, no, I'm telling the ranger.
Oh,
Hey, I like how you tied the rope to yourself, and now it's so long that even if you fall, you're still going to hit the floor.
We'll start pulling the rope if he falls.
This isn't just for him anymore.
Yeah.
I should jump back, tie the rope around the middle one,
Why don't we just get the skull to tie the rope?
and then
Yeah,
once,
just
once the
get the
next
skull to
person
get the
goes
rope
there-
and fly the rope across the other side.
Or
That could genuinely work.
tie the rope to the platform you're on. All four of us will pull it back and then slingshot you over.
That's assuming that they have
That's
a
fucking
stationary
cool.
point that they return to at a decent speed. Could just
Yeah.
Ask
well,
the
they do,
skull.
because
Ask
of the
Yaka
force.
if he can carry a grappling hook
with what hand?
Nope.
in your mouth.
Nope.
In your
Right.
eye sockets.
Why?
Nope.
Can you
Why?
carry
No.
me?
Nope.
Are you just being a
Can you
He
pain?
flies off. Flies down to Ogamark.
Get him to carry the
How
rope.
many more jumps do I have to make now?
One.
1.
Oh, to the end.
So you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Do you believe
You wouldn't make it.
in
No.
love after love?
You wouldn't.
I'll go for it. How like the
See, you can't die
Actually,
in
no.
one hit.
Does that count for falling damage?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it does.
I'll believe.
Do you believe in love?
This is more nerve-wracking than you fucking throwing him in the hole.
I feel.
Nice fail.
Oh,
What'd you get?
No. Oh,
What did you roll?
no.
Did you roll a 2?
An 18.
A 5?
Take 13.
Okay, so
Plus 1.
For 6.
you back up and you sort of check your rope and you think, okay, this should be fine. You run and jump, and as you jump, you can feel it snag on one of the previous platforms.
Oh.
And you jump and you make it about halfway before the rope goes taut and you feel yourself just begin to fall.
Click the roll.
Okay, yep, you click it.
Fucking good thing I
and
told you that.
you are like hanging from this rod. You're probably about 5 foot below the platforms by the time you like got it up and clicked it, and it like comes to.
I start making the rope
Yeah.
like taut at our end.
Yep.
And I'll try and like
Fly.
walk along the platform.
Hold up, Xanaf's coming.
I just fly over, unsnag the rope. Assuming
Can't
I
wait till
fly
fly
over.
doesn't
Yeah,
work.
let me just check.
Oh, shit. Can't wait till the statue comes to life.
Where are we looking?
What? What's that
It's
for?
for me holding the rope.
Congratulations, you're fucking awesome at holding your rope.
It's
You
tied
have
to the
grip.
statue.
Yeah, but it's longer than
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking fall.
He's got iron grip on the rope, and he's just like, it's not going anywhere, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you do? You fly over
What
and
was
like
the save on the last
unsnag?
jump was all that rope?
Don't know.
Yeah,
Can't tell you. If you do
unsnag
no,
things,
no.
it's the same thing.
If you're interested at all, I'm holding the rope with a 22.
Okay. Yep.
No.
Good to know.
fly over.
That didn't. I didn't expect that to come across as rude or whatever. But okay. Yep.
Fly over to the other, like the balcony on the other
Oh,
side.
fuck it, I let go.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously,
Kidding,
I'll
kidding.
grab the
Just make it
rope
to-
off of you, yeah,
Yeah.
and then tie it to this side, and then there should still be enough slack so that you can grab the rope again.
But how am I going to get up there? I'm still hanging from the rope.
Climb.
Yeah,
feet.
but this way you can grab the rope.
But I'm
And
still
then-
down here.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying is if you grab the rope and then remove the rod.
Sounds
then
like
we
not
can
my problem.
pull you
Flies
up.
off.
Okay. Sorry. So what did you do? You took the rope from
Well, no, I'm just kind of standing next to him, asking him if this is a.
Oh, okay.
At this point.
Sure. Yep.
Because I don't want to just take the rope and be like, alright, see ya.
See you, friend. Be good if you had another maneuver.
Yeah, then we could use that as like a.
You just monkey bar the whole way along. Clink, clink,
Yeah.
clink.
That would be the fucking best.
Imagine all those athletics saves.
No, strength. Just holding on.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get pretty tired too.
Yeah, because you've got tiny arms.
We'd be fine.
I'm not the one that's stacking me.
So how
He's not.
long of rope do we have compared to the length of the room now?
You've tied two together, right? So you've got more than enough to go from end to end.
Yeah. Because it's 90 feet gap. It's
Right,
100
cool.
feet, 100 foot room, but it
give
comes
or
out.
take.
So if we do that, and then everyone crosses using the rope, and then you just hold on for a while, and then once everyone's over here, we can get you up, yeah?
I
What?
don't think I can hold on for that long.
You're a half orc.
How strong
I've
are
already
you?
been holding on to this fucking thing
How
for a while
strong are you?
today.
Yeah, you just been hanging.
Yeah.
How is that related?
Unless I can like sit on
them up.
top of it. Like pull myself up. and
Yeah,
sit
you
on
could try and pull yourself up.
I don't think I'm
Sure.
strong enough. He's heavy.
it. Strength, would it be?
Yeah, just an athletics, sure.
Oh,
Good enough.
Scott.
3.
Yeah, you like try and pull yourself up, but after hanging off it for so long, you just like you really struggle. You're essentially doing a what do they call them?
Chin up.
Muscle on.
Muscle up.
Like muscle.
Trying to get yourself your weight on top of this bar.
Because he little bitch.
Too much mass. Too much bulk. It's too
Nah, York's just fat. He's not strong, he can't even lift himself.
Alright, does anyone else have another
Don't hold me so.
Have another.
rope?
How'd you? I was big carrying you on
I
my shoulder.
don't think I do.
As a bird.
As a bird.
Mine's left in
The
places.
fucking hummingbird, which way's fuck all?
Yours is what?
Mine is left in places.
Well, I'm gonna need some help, but I'm gonna fall soon.
Yeah, it's fine. We're figuring stuff out. Does anyone else have rope?
How much? Like,
Yeah,
can't
it's
you just hold
fine.
on to when you fly him up?
I don't know.
That's
can
what I
you?
said.
How strong
Why is that?
How strong are you?
Probably not strong enough. How heavy are you? With all of your gear and everything on you.
A lot.
Yeah.
Good 200 going on 300 pound probably.
Kilo.
What's that in kilos?
Like 150. Oh well, 100 and something kilos maybe.
So,
Yeah,
Scott,
100, 120, 130, something like that.
well, you could pull yourself up as hard.
Probably more.
No, with the help of Xanath
Yeah.
flying. So you hang onto his leg, he flies up as you pull yourself up from the rod.
Maybe. I was rolling so good as well.
Well, yeah, you can only roll so good so many times.
We warned you.
I just have to roll good one more time.
You hear from the distance. I could transform you into a hummingbird. Hummingbird. As that goes down the hallway.
So that worked so well last time.
It did. I got you through that hole. After the second shot.
Yeah, you're not dead.
Alright, so
Sometimes I wish I was.
push, drag, or lift, I can do 450 pounds.
Okay, so you'd be yeah,
You can lift it.
getting to that threshold, but you could probably do it. Yeah.
With the help of Scott pulling himself up via the
Drunk
immovable rod.
as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you realistically, like at least just to get him to a platform, it's only like 5 feet, so you could probably do that pretty easy.
Cool. Now fail that check again, why don't you, Scott? Or we could untie the rope.
Or I just like click it in halfway, like arms raised out, run, jump onto the rod, and jump off the rod.
Oh, I see that ending so poorly.
Just hold the rod just in case he drops you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how's he going to jump off it then?
How's he gonna
What the
what?
fuck? Why? Where are you getting jumping off of it?
That's what Scott said.
Forget the jumping off of it. That's a
I
terrible
don't
idea.
wanna
I'm
see
gonna
you
grab
doing it.
you and fly up. You go unclick the rod and we should be fine, yeah?
Yes.
6
Sure.
points.
Grab.
Can't you
Yep.
fly me to the end?
Neverland?
Yeah, that's what I mean, to the balcony.
Cool. Why don't you outside me?
Now come get me.
No, I'll just click the rod,
Tie the rope.
tie the rope, and you can just.
Well,
So you can see the whole time this has been happening, Dexter has sort of been almost meditating. Looks like he's almost in a trance.
Thanks
he's
for
using his
Dexter.
sorcery points. Mm.
Dax is trans.
At what point do we pull the lever?
Now.
Actually?
No. Tie the rope to the lever. At the bottom. and then you can like shimmy it up, and then you can pull it when we're all at the same sort.
Just get everyone over, and if I still have flight, I'll fly over and switch it. You have
Or we should just leave it because we
9 minutes to get over here.
Yeah. Do that, and then you can fly back over there, tie the rope to it,
What the fuck?
and
What?
then fly back.
Look, you guys have 9 minutes to make it over
Go,
here.
start climbing.
Oh, less
So
than that.
have you
'cause I
done
have to
the
fly down
Yeah,
movable
yeah,
rod and the
yeah.
What
rest?
do I need to roll to make it?
All right, I start.
It's actually real time too, because I've got to end soon. Okay, so you've tied the rope off on both ends, yeah? Is
Yeah.
that what's
Yeah,
happened?
it's the
Sorry, I
statue
was
and the
gonna
movable
I
rod.
don't know if I feel comfortable doing
Okay,
this.
sure.
I feel like I'm gonna fucking.
Well-
So this is, you're going, I'm assuming, yeah?
Mhm.
So this is 100 feet. So I
But
want...
I'm stopping on the. So once my feet get close to one of the wood platforms,
Okay.
I'm walking myself across.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd probably be doable. Yeah, you could probably, like, you start to feel a little bit tired, you could stop on one of the platforms. Yeah, you could do that. Sure. Alright.
I feel like you should fly next to people just in case they're about to drop.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
You are the new Yucca.
As you're crawling along this rope, the skull is, like, floating above you, just staring at you the whole time. And you try and, like, awkwardly, like, avert your gaze, and he just follows you around. Just constantly in your face.
Fucking.
It's like, don't fall. He's like really quiet into a whisper for the first time. He's like,
Oh.
wouldn't it be terrible if you fell?
Hey Yucca,
What? He's like deafening you.
Fucking hell.
tell us a joke.
Your ability to make me do things.
But in itself, that works.
Sure. So
So
you,
it's not a joke because you just did what you told him.
You make your way across and pull yourself up onto the other balcony. What is everybody going across? I'm assuming.
Yes.
So you're flying. You're across. You're climbing across.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
After he's across.
Okay. Yeah. You go across. Dexter climbs across, bringing up the
How-
way.
How long total does it take everyone to get across?
Are you all waiting, sort of one by one?
Yeah. We don't want to fuck the road.
Yeah. Okay, so it probably does take maybe 15, 20 minutes for everyone to get across.
You didn't say you're on solid
You could
ground,
probably yeah, you could
I
probably
feel like I would be aware of when my flight is about to end.
15 minutes, go on.
you could probably escort Garth across. Elnatek, you sort of follow halfway across before you start to think I need to make sure I'm over land.
It's just like,
But you forget.
But like you could see like
waited
Elnatek
in the wrong
especially
spot.
being like having chainmail and a lot of axes and stuff probably like stops on each platform.
A
sort
lot
just
of axes.
checks.
I have one.
Yeah, but it's big.
Oh, I thought you had two. Anyway, like checks your gear, make sure nothing's falling out, goes back to
I've got 3
climbing.
axes.
I have an axe, a dagger, a shield, and a short bow.
Why do you have so much shit?
Hey, I have a
As if
do
that
you
hasn't
mean?
kicked in yet.
What
and
do you
it's like
mean so much shit?
Swimming or something, you just fucking drowned.
You got
See,
like fucking
fuck
10 weapons.
It was like 4.
He's a walking
It wasn't
armor.
even 4! It was fucking 3!
How did he not, with the magnet statue, surely just go boom.
Yeah,
did.
It was
He
very
went shield
lucky with
first,
the very lucky with that statue.
Yeah. I,
Probably,
At least it didn't hop into a
That
coffin.
statue can
rolled
literally
pretty
just
fucking high.
that
Yeah.
statue can literally just welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation. Your stuff's gone. Same as the chest.
Not arrows too.
Shut up.
I mean, I would have been
Pull
fucked
an arrow.
if everything
Yeah.
that was gone. I would have been
So
useless.
uh,
Even more useless.
you all make your way across, and you're now stood on an opposite balcony, very similar to the one that you came from.
Oh shit, we gotta get to the other side.
There's fucking nothing over here.
It's just a fucking wall.
So you make your way up to a doorway, which is quite familiar, given that you've been through the rest of the tomb. It appears to be a hidden doorway. You are on the open side of it.
Is there a statue or something on this
Revealed
side
side.
that we
No, there's nothing here. There is a floating torch, the same as the other
Is
side.
there railings for the balcony, or is
Yes.
it just...
Yep.
Okay.
And then there's a trapdoor when we fall into a
Can
pit that's
I
spinning.
untie the rope from the rod and tie it onto the balcony so we can...
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Just so
yeah,
we can
easy
still
enough.
carry the rod with us.
Yeah.
Didn't you willingly get into that?
Into
Didn't you willingly go into the pit?
No.
Yes.
So
So it's not a trapdoor.
you
It's a
creak
fucking-
open this door, and on the other side you can now see a reasonable sized room, but the thing that grabs your immediate attention is in the center. There is a 15-foot wide, 15-foot deep pit in the middle of the chamber. At the bottom, you can see an 8-foot tall clay figure standing motionless right beside a large stone treasure chest.
Yes.
You can see a silver key hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. A very similar silver lock dangling from the chest. Across the room from you is 2 large stone statues standing about 9 foot tall. One on either side of the pit. A third plinth against another wall stands empty. Looks like perhaps another statue was originally here. You can see one of the statues depicts a hooded and bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointing up. Yes, I know exactly what you were thinking. I really expected Tim to jump on that one.
What's that?
The other
Go up.
portrays an armoured male knight. His gauntleted hand extended, its palm facing inward towards the knight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
On attack, I'd say you would find it pretty interesting. The armoured figure is holding his palm, which near exactly replicates the symbol of Helm.
Oh shit.
Wait,
He's
does he even recognise the symbol of Helm?
Yeah, what is this helm? I've never heard of it the whole campaign.
Fuck off, it's on my shield.
What shield?
So
Not a shield.
you hear
Not one with the symbol helmet.
you have Papazotl, right? No, Shigambi.
Shigambi.
Does anybody have Papazotl installed?
Yes.
Yeah.
On
Okay.
your C drive.
Oh, that means can I have another one on my D drive?
And the F. E.
C.
Literally the whole alphabet, guys. So I have to go through this.
Wait, can you go beyond the
So-
alphabet?
What's the no B
Can you
drive?
install
Zenith.
27 drives?
You hear in your head.
You're the computer, man.
Never attempted.
You hear in your head. Another puzzle.
Puzzle.
Someone must stand on that platform. It must be vacant for a reason. Emitting loudly, everybody hears a female voice emitting seemingly from Daxter.
Mel was a female?
Pretty sure, wasn't she?
Don't know.
Wasn't she?
She's now.
They're all gender fluid.
Oh, here we go.
Jeez.
I'm okay with that. You hear loudly from Daxter.
Female
If
voice?
that is a clay golem, you should take care. Adamantine is normally the only way to harm them.
Same as iron golems. They're fucking OP.
Yeah, like the golems that we had to deal with. Which were nerfed.
But
in
so-
getting one of the
But what
cubes.
about adamantine golems? How do you fuck with them?
Adamantium plus.
We have 6 minutes left.
Shit.
We haven't had a break, so we could probably...
Yeah, I was going to say this is probably a good spot to stop because that lets me make up a bit of a map for next week.
Fuck yeah, lets me Google it.
Let you guys metagame.
Let's play
Let's me research Helm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will just say it's very similar to Helm's Gauntlet. That doesn't mean you have to go and do 20 hours of reading Helm's stuff.
It was going to be 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably a
Summary
good
of
spot
Helm.
to end, and we can come back next week and
Where's
continue from here. Is everyone's happy with that? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Okay. So,
I might not be able to make next week.
what?
Nick Wick.
I told you ages ago I had one more that I couldn't make.
Well, guess who's going in the pit with the golem?
What?
Solo pit.
Maybe he's going to help us.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're not going to get in once and you're not going to get kicked out of two, so who cares? Surely you're not gonna get kicked out. Surely you're not gonna get kicked.
Oh,
man.
that was brutal.
He's not gonna get anyone.
Fucking cut down.
Have I played in it, Scott?
Yeah, it's practice matches.
So,
I played once.
did you guys notice, by the way,
You did
we
shit.
have a cool, new. Oh,
I
why
did,
Why is it
actually.
so out of scale?
You don't want to even play ones anyway.
Yeah, not really.
It's really
Exactly.
weird. It's really weird. But yeah, we have this cool new background, which, if I can scale it down to be the right size, is the world map for the
Okay.
new campaign.
Oh, cool.
Study it
Etched
by
into stone, which is pretty cool.
Well, not really.
I want to go there.
Sort of. It's very vague, but yeah. So, I don't know if you guys...
Big monster there.
If you're on, so particularly for these guys, if you venture into the Discord, you can find the trailer thing that we ran last week, which broke the entire stream. Yeah, but yeah, you can find that and get
Succession of the
some
scene.
stuff. If you see anything there and you're like, oh, my character might have something here, feel free to message me. Everyone else, if you want to get into the Discord, which I want to encourage more people to get into the Discord, I think there is an / Discord command. It may be outdated though.
You have to
but
be
we will
subscribed on
update it.
YouTube first, though.
My new character's going to be blind.
I like it.
Yep, as always, the VODs, not last
Also,
week's because last week's stream broke incredibly badly, but this one will go up on the new YouTube channel, so go and check that out. There's a link down below.
Just submit it as a podcast version, Johnny.
That's an option I could do, actually, yeah. That's absolutely something I could do.
Because it's still a story.
Codcast.
Yeah, we could absolutely do that. That's a good idea. So,
We'll just put it on every platform ever.
what has happened here? Because I can't necessarily read this. Catwat was here bright and early.
Bring the boom.
Catwat.
And then 160p, can I get a yeet?
I gave him a yeet.
Nice, Jordan got his rod back.
With Cam.
Jordan jamming in his rod and destroying the ring. Yeet.
Yeah,
160p available in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet.
And,
I turned down the bitrate as well, I think. I might be able to lower it a little bit more. I don't want to go too much lower, though. Uncle Ray has subbed with a tier 1 sub, though,
Yeah.
for 8 months in a row. What a fucking champ.
I subbed yesterday.
Fuck you.
I noticed that, actually. I noticed, here,
Some
right at the top. Look at that.
Yeah,
Whoops.
why
Oh,
would
God.
you
I've
sub when
clicked.
there's
Oh,
no
I
stream
can
on?
tick stuff off. I had no idea you could do that.
You can thank me.
Fantastic. Alright, well, guys, in that case, thank you for watching. I'm not sure if these are actually updating. I'm guessing they're not because Ray's sub didn't come up, so I'm guessing our notifications aren't coming up. But thank you for watching anyway. So we'll be back next week, same time, to continue. Looks like, judging by the pace we're getting through this, and I think the lower levels are a bit slower than the first one, so we're probably going to be going through this for another few sessions at least. But yeah, that's fine.
That'll be
Die
done.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives me more time to work on the new campaign, which is coming next month-ish, maybe a little bit later, which will be
Plenty of time to.
super high quality, good looking stuff, hopefully. The new microphones will be here next week as well. I'll have them set up. And yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
We should have some nice 3D map stuff as well if I can get around to doing it. If I can find the time. If only I knew some people who played D&D who wanted to help. But anyway, alright, that's it. That's enough rambling.
Do you know anybody that plays D&D?
Also, that's another thing. There might be more D&D coming to the channel, potentially, maybe, I'm not sure. Possibly Friday nights as well.
But not us.
Not you guys. It will be a game that I am playing in, not DMing. So
Thanks for the invite.
we'll see about that. Oh yeah, mister, I can't make one night a week as is, let alone 2 nights a week.
Am I here?
You're not next week.
Do you want to do Tuesday night next week?
Maybe.
Or Thursday night?
Maybe, actually.
Oh, no, maybe not.
I don't know. We can talk about this later. Alright, I've rambled for too long. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week. See ya!
Nerds.